Live from the Peachtree Sports Network, this is the GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title.
Friday nights mean high school football in Georgia, and tonight the drive for the GHSA state title presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com brings us to the campus of Hebron Christian Academy as the Hebron Christian Lions at 8-1 get ready to take on the Prince Avenue Christian Wolverines at 6-3. Hello everybody, I'm Brandon Adams, happy to be joined alongside recruiting insider Rusty Manziel. Obviously a battle of two of the top teams, the 2A classification and this upcoming private school state tournament that's going to be taking place here in a couple of weeks. This one will be to decide a region title here tonight. And for Prince Avenue Christian, Jonathan Guest, the coach on the other side for Hebron, says this is probably the most complete team they've had. For a long time, a high-powered offense, now also a great defense, too. One of the reasons why, big number 55 in the middle of that defense. How about the Georgia Tech commit, Christian Garrett?
Yeah, Christian Garrett, 6'4", 290-pound defensive tackle. I saw his recruiting coordinator, former Buford coach, now Georgia Tech defensive line coach Jess Simpson down on the sideline, watching his guy kind of closely. And Christian Garrett's been a 3-year start at Prince Avenue Christian. Has been a guy that's kind of their wrecker in the middle. They're going to need him tonight against this very, very talented Hebron Christian team.
And of course, Prince Avenue has won back-to-back state championships, and while we'll highlight the defense, keep in mind they also score about 42 points per game too, so still very high-powered on the offensive side. On the other side, for Hebron Christian, this is a team in Jonathan Guest who's kind of built this program into something great after being at Elko where he won 5 straight state championships, 6 state championships overall. He's got big-time players now here at Hebron, and one of the guys we're going to see tonight on both sides of the ball is the North Carolina State commit. I'm talking about Garrett Kemp.
Yes, 6'2", 180-pound athlete. And, Brandon, we kind of mentioned it off the air. This is the time of year there's no resting. You play your best 11 on both sides of the ball. Kemp's going to start at wide receiver, going to play DB. Most people think he's going to be a wide receiver on the next level. And talking to Prince Avenue, they're a little bit concerned about the back end versus these talented wide receivers for Hebron Christian. We'll see how this unfolds tonight. But if you were number 0 in high school, you're a dude.
Keep this in mind, not the only dude for this Hebron team, one of 3 ACC commits, kind of primarily playing on defense, but also mixing in on offense too. So this is a deep and talented Hebron Christian team. And now for more on both these coaches and the game itself, Ashley Carey tonight filling in for Kaylee Manziel. She had a chance to talk to both these coaches earlier today.
I did, Brandon and Rusty. I will tell you, the only person I will fill in for is Kaylee, and if she doesn't come back from Jacksonville with a Bulldog win, she is sleeping in the trailer until the playoffs. Guys, I'm Ashley Carey, joined by a very important guest who I'll get to in just a second. But like you guys said, we talked to both Coach Guest and Coach Vandergriff during our Georgia High School Sports Daily Show that airs Monday through Friday, noon to 1, every single day right here on the Peachtree Sports Network. We asked them both what the win means here tonight, and they both agreed. And they said basically the exact same thing, home field advantage, because of the power rankings and so much talent across the state. Just winning number 1 in the region doesn't mean you're any better than number 2. So it'll be really interesting to see who wins home field advantage tonight. Someone I know who wins home field advantage is my sister-in-law, Olivia Carey, who is a Hebron Lions cheerleader. She's a senior tonight. So getting home field advantage, winning their first region championship in the school history would be big. Olivia, you'd be able to cheer here at least one more time. What does it mean to follow such an amazing team this year?
It's been really exciting and really interesting watching the way the boys work together and the way that they persevere. And it's just been really amazing to watch them, and I'm just really excited to see what the future holds for us.
Well, I'm excited to see what your future holds for you after your senior year of high school. Guys, there is so much talent on the field for the cheerleaders and also on the field for the football players. I can't wait to see what this game unfolds. There's going to be so much more right after the break, so don't go anywhere because kickoff is coming up next.
Hey, is the power off on this?
I don't know. Just take it off.
Safety violation, unsafe work conditions.
In the construction trades unions, safety is our highest priority, and we train you to recognize and speak out on unsafe working conditions so that everyone arrives and goes home safely. Learn about careers in construction at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
This makes my dad proud. He went through his whole career as an employee. Now I'm the employer, something he didn't achieve.
We are signatory to IBEW and do IBEW people wherever we go that we feel like they are faster and better than any of our competition.
The advantages of being a signatory contractor is you're trained employees. You have unlimited manpower. It allows me to bid on jobs that I ordinarily would not go after.
Basic combat training is a 10-week experience that will challenge you both physically and mentally. Each phase of your training will introduce you to new soldier skills, building and advancing them along the way. You and your fellow soldiers will work as a team to accomplish each mission, overcome each obstacle, and earn the right to wear the black beret of an Army National Guard soldier.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their athletic abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision. Our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The drive for the GHSA state title is presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Transform your future today.
And welcome back, everybody. You see the Prince Avenue Wolverines busting through their sign and looking to take this field here at Hebron with a region title on the line tonight. The Hebron Lions on the other side. Hebron comes in ranked number 2 in the Class AA classification here. Prince Avenue at number 3, and both these teams met at midfield earlier. Our R.S. Andrews coin toss. This won by Hebron. They deferred their choice to the second half. That means the Wolverines are going to get the ball to begin here. Coming up in just a moment, and of course, that brought to you by R.S. Andrews. Plus, give you a little bit of a check on the weather, which matters to us tonight because we're outside tonight.
Hey, outside the first, baby.
Yeah, temperature 67 degrees. It's perfect. A little bit cloudy, a little drizzle earlier today briefly, but it's kind of gone away for now. So we've got a really nice night here. And, of course, that weather update brought to you by Personal Touch Lawn Care. So it's Hebron at 8-1. It's Prince Avenue at 6-3. Jonathan Gass, a fixture in state championships at his old stop at Elka. Prince Avenue, winner of the last 2 here in the single A private classification. So there is a lot on the line here tonight. One of these teams not only gets a region title, but also a bye into the next round of the state tournament. And with that, we are underway from Hebron Christian here tonight. Ball bounces. That will be returned there at the goal line. And big coverage by Hebron to make the tackle inside the 5. Did not go into the end zone, which would have been a touchback. And Hebron was down there to make the tackle quickly.
Great job getting down to cover that. Andrew Beard unable to get that ball and get upfield. Ball landed about the 4, took a kind of checked up. He wasn't sure if it was going to go in or not. You see here, but great job covering from Hebron Christian. And Prince Avenue will start inside their own 5-yard line to open the evening.
Of course, it'll be Jake Bobo, the starting quarterback. You recognize that last name, the son of Mike Bobo, Georgia offensive coordinator. Maybe one of 2 quarterbacks tonight we'll see for the Wolverines. It is a handoff on first down. Rusty mentioned the name a moment ago. Andrew Beard, sophomore, having an outstanding season for Prince Avenue. And after that, we'll take a look at the Prince Avenue starters in offense. Bobo, we told you about. Beard, a 4-star sophomore. Also keep your eye on these receivers, including Bryce Williamson there, a tight end who functions as a receiver. He's about 6'4". That's a big target here. Offensive line features Jake Atha, who's a West Georgia commit there on the left side of tackle. Here is Beard again with room to run on second down. He's to midfield where he'll slide down around the 48-yard line. Big gain by Andrew Beard.
And if people don't know his, you can see that number 5, and I can go ahead and tell you his uncle is Garrison Hurst, former UGA All-American, former Heisman finalist. And you talking about a different gear and some wiggle to him. Andrew Beard, 2027, sophomore running back.
Bobo took the snap and had to hold on to it. It almost came out of his hand, then chose to run it. It's typically the other quarterback, Ben Musser, probably the more accomplished runner, but that time Bobo shows off some athleticism. Hebron Christian, 3 commits to the ACC. Carrington Coombs is going to Georgia Tech. That's a defensive end. John Seashan is a defensive lineman. He's going to Virginia. We told you about Garrett Kemp going to NC State. So this is a very, very talented Hebron defense. But right now they are having a lot of trouble with Andrew Beard. Another big carry from him.
Yeah, you see big Seashan John, their 98 Virginia commit. His defensive line coach is here. But right now Prince is going fast. And they are running downhill right at Hebron Christian. Ironically, both teams want to run the football, and that's not typically what we've seen out of these two coaches in the past, but different times, different personnel. And right now, Prince Avenue is having their way up front with the offensive line.
It's kind of a reinvented Prince Avenue offense in many ways, much more ground-oriented. Bring back 4 starters from the state championship team a year ago, so a lot of experience there. This is a pass, though, and it's complete there to the 25-yard line. Bryce Williamson, we told you about him a moment ago. He comes up with a reception. That's going to move the chains again for Prince Avenue.
Yeah, they're going to be on the ball quick, moving the chains right here. Nice job by Bobo, getting the ball out of his hands, getting to his tight end, get him upfield. Just a little delay release by the tight end, like the call.
1st and 10 now from the 25. Hand again to Beard. This time wrapped up after just a short game. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Got a chance to see former Prince Avenue quarterback Aaron Philo on the sidelines tonight. Georgia Tech off.
Aaron Philo got in for Tech a little bit last week,
did.
I believe. Hand off to Beard again. More room in the middle. He's off to the races. Now cutting back left. Makes a man miss. Running down to the goal line. It's a touchdown. 23 yards out from Andrew Beard.
Man, what an opening drive by Prince, and they went downhill with number 5. And if you don't know who Andrew Beard is in 2027 class, you better.
We'll see our scoring recap brought to you by Breda Pest Management. Yeah, Beard has offers from Georgia, Alabama, all the major players in on him. Possibly a defensive back at the next level.
He's a running back to me. Natural there. A lot of people like him as safety. It doesn't really matter to him right now, but I think long term, man, he just got too much in that bloodline. He's wearing that. He looks good in 5. I can tell you that.
It does. It's a fake, design fake. It appears. And it's incomplete.
Like they had a bobble.
Could have been a bobble.
Yeah,
Could have been a bobble.
Yeah.
Either way, it's no good. One of the things that Greg Vandegrift said, our special team's been okay this year. Didn't sound super confident about that.
Yeah, Holder,
a little bit of a mishandle on the hole there, and that prevented the PAT from being good and had to be kind of a salvage situation there to give them a chance at that PAT. And with that, we'll get a chance to check out a little bit more here about Prince Avenue Christian, kind of what they're bringing into this game. Obviously, great success for Greg Vandegrift in his time there. Came to Prince the same year that Kirby Smart came to Georgia. Smart 117 over that span. In the case of Prince Avenue and Coach Vandegrift, he's 103-15 during that same span. 6-3 this year. Those losses coming outside region play, of course. Back-to-back state championships. The quarterbacks, Brock Vandegrift, Aaron Philo, Bailey Stockton, also a terrific wide receiver that's come through this program here, too.
One of the all-time great stories. Bailey Stockton playing a state championship game with a plate and a collarbone. Had to get legal involved to sign off, and, man, he put on show in that game. He's down the sideline as well tonight. He also plays at Georgia Tech. So a great opening drive by Prince Avenue. Chunk plays, moving the ball. That is what Hebron was concerned with up front, was the size and physicality of Prince's offensive line.
So Chip Dickens now will come on. Going to try a short kick. We see this a lot on Fridays. It'll be scooped up there. Was that Kemp who was able to scoop it up there?
Yes,
One of the other men? Yeah, so interesting kind of game within the game. They're trying to keep it away from athletes, but in this case, Kemp was able to come up and get it right there.
Yeah, gives up a lot of field position right here. Tells you they were worried about them.
So we'll see the offense here for Hebron Christian and their starters. Probably not quite as big up front with the offensive line, although plenty of size to be had there. Quarterback is Thomas Stallworth. This is a guy who's got some experience, played some a year ago, having an outstanding year here this year. Kemp, we told you about in the open. Watch for him to be a big part of the offense. Adam Cannon there, the left tackle. That's a commitment to the Virginia Military Institutes. They're strong on the left side of that offensive line. High snap here, going to hand and Prince Avenue swarms the football. Nice play there defensively to get things going. Jarvis Matherin not able to get it going, and that's going to bring up second down. And for Prince Avenue on defense, Christian Garrett, we told you about him to begin things. That's the defensive lineman, defensive end going to Georgia Tech. Mac Bradley, a linebacker. He's an Air Force commit. What a year he's having. And then Kyler Giddens, another linebacker to keep your eye on here, a guy that's also been all over the stat sheet all year long. Stallworth will take the snap, looking to throw. Middle of the field, that's going to be a pass caught into Wolverine territory at the 39-yard line. And just as we promised, Garrett Kemp, kind of been a defensive back, probably primarily for Hebron this year, but they get him involved on that second down right there.
Yeah, they double-team Christian Garrett, gives the quarterback long enough time for Kemp just to set it down in the zone. You see he's got his eyes on him the whole time. He's waiting on him to clear that linebacker and delivers a strike.
Prince shows man coverage with its cornerbacks. Stallworth with time to throw. Middle of the field again, trying to get it to Kemp. Kemp wrestles away from a defensive back, and he's down at the 34-yard line.
Good pressure again by Christian Garrett. They're double-teaming Garrett with a chip block from the running back. But Hebron quarterback steps right into that. Good throw, tight coverage, put in a small window. Gain of 5.
Garrett stands up. 2-point stance for him. Instead, though, it's going to be a big hit in the backfield. Jack Lanier, senior defensive end, makes the tackle right at the point of contact.
Tell you right now, Prince is coming after them. They are bringing extra guys off the edge. Do not want Stallworth to sit back there and get too comfortable.
2nd and 5 after the big play from Lanier. Going to see Stallworth looking over at his line of scrimmage. Devon Caldwell will be the running back to his left. There are 3 receivers left side of the formation. Garrett now moves to the right side as a defensive end. Stallworth throwing sideline, pass caught. That's Caldwell. Caldwell inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. And that'll move the chains for Hebron Christian.
Good conversion right there. Just a little check down route. Believe he wanted to go deep. See his eyes there. He's going to check it down to his secondary receiver. Makes a guy miss in space. Gets upfield to move the chains.
Caldwell, the starting running back, now was starting quarterback for this team a year ago. Stallworth now from the empty backfield. You got 5 receivers. Here comes pressure. Stallworth gets rid of it. It's a pass caught inside the 10-yard line. KJ Thomas hauls that one in. That's the other starting cornerback. He and Elon commit.
Yeah, everybody's playing both ways. Another good job there. Blitz comes in. He throws right into that blitz in that voided area.
We're in the red zone presented by IBEW Local 613. Running play not going to get much.
You see Big Bradley there. He's wearing the Guardian helmet on tonight, but Big 33, he's been their guy, the Air Force commit in the middle. But a great throw in a tight window there by Stallworth.
2nd and 9. 6:19 to go, first quarter of play. Snap. Stallworth will dump it off, but it's incomplete. Nice coverage by Kyler Giddens. These Prince linebackers are really, really good.
Yeah, 1 and 33 are everywhere. And I've watched them play enough over the last 2 years. Watched them play early this year against West Forsyth. Both of those guys everywhere. One thing I noticed, Brandon, they're mixing up Christian Garrett. He's not inside. This time he's on the outside edge, and he is 1 step away from getting a sack. But Stallworth, credit to him, is getting rid of the ball just in time. I like that he kept his eyes up the field, stepped up in the pocket a little bit, and tried to fit it in a window.
Playoff positioning on the line all across the state. Watch the Breda Pest Management score ticker throughout the night for updates on that. Here is Stallworth again, going to dump it off to his running back, Caldwell. Caldwell is going to score a touchdown. 9 yards out. Devon Caldwell gets the Lions on the board.
I think you see the tale of 2 offenses right now. Prince wants to run the football, and Hebron Christian wants to throw the football. Great opening drives by both teams.
Cam Evelyn will now come on and try the PAT. Senior kicker. Beautiful drive by Hebron to the delight of these fans. We're nestled right in with the stands with them here tonight. Coming straight down the field. PAT is good, and after the miscue on the Prince Avenue score, that's enough to give Hebron Christian a 7-6 lead.
Don't forget, they gave them great field position on that kickoff. I wonder if Prince does something different next time.
Worth watching there. It'll be Hebron, though, kicking off when we come back. We got a good one brewing here tonight.
Why would you buy life insurance from anyone else when Senior Life gives you all your money back? It's simple. When other companies say they save you a percentage of your money, Senior Life says we give it all back. That's right. With return of premium life insurance from Senior Life, we don't save you a percentage of your money, we give it all back, 100%. It works like this. If you pass away while you're insured, your loved ones get a check for the coverage amount you chose. But if you're still living at the end of the term, you get back all the money you paid, guaranteed. Spend it any way you wish. While others may talk about saving you money, Senior Life is the only one giving it all back. Return of premium term life insurance gives you protection if you need it and 100% cash back if you don't. Get all your money back with return of premium life insurance from Senior Life. Call the number on your screen now for free information. You have no obligation. Call now.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Now at McDonald's, buy one, get one for $1. Choose from a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
Welcome back, everybody. 2 touchdowns quickly for both of our teams here tonight. Hebron Christian taking now a 7-6 lead over Prince Avenue Christian. Both the tailbacks, outstanding performance thus far. Devon Caldwell finding the end zone a moment ago for the Lions. And on the previous possession for Prince Avenue was the sophomore Andrew Beard, who also got to the end zone. So that's where things stand. 5:59 first quarter of play.
We got a different return man. I believe number 2's in back deep this time.
That's Hudson Hill. Going to be a kick away from him, though. Also going to be fielded now by one of the up men. Around the 30-yard line, ball came free. I believe he fell back on it again. 26. And he did. Yeah, that was Gideon Garland, who had to come up and make the short kick. And we talk about this all the time. You know, we saw a short kick by Hebron earlier. Now, I should say by
Prince.
Hebron. And now it's Hebron trying their own short kick. And sometimes it just sort of turns into a pinball machine.
Yeah, they kicked that at an angle up in the air, a little bit short, kind of that dead man's area.
Jake Bobo in at quarterback.
See some adjustments here.
Couple receivers on the left side. It's going to be Bobo keeping it himself. He's going to be met near the line of scrimmage. Active defensively are the Lions on that one, including John Cishon getting involved in that big tackle.
Yeah, Cishon John, the Virginia commit.
Cishon John, excuse me.
The Virginia commit. Man, he looked good in person. Watched him during workouts today, warming up. Good-looking prospect.
Bobo looking to throw again. Now we'll run. And Bobo gets a block.
Wow.
And gets across the 50.
Great decision by Bobo. He goes through all of his progressions. They ran everybody off in man coverage, and a defensive nightmare there for Hebron. Everybody was down the field. Great job by Bobo reading that. Once he breaks the pocket, gets to the sideline and finishes off with a good run. You want to get your quarterback that sidelines, but Bobo finishes with the shoulder, gets a couple extra yards.
5:02 to go first quarter of play. Bobo tried the RPO. But Garrett Kemp, that was Harrington Coombs, the defensive end, who had the pass deflection that time.
Yeah, Georgia Tech commit, outside linebacker, defensive end, dropped in coverage there. Had him behind him, but good job by Coombs to get his hand up. Saw those guys last week at the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame induction down at the College Football Hall of Fame. The whole group there was there for David Green.
By the way, David Green, a part of this Hebron Christian coaching staff. a very heavy UGA flare on both these teams.
It's crazy.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot. Repeat, second down.
You see our referee, Chris Tarquinio. Of course, our officials brought to you by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, Steve DeSanto, John Requaster, Daryl Waite, and Nakia Say. All a part of a great group here tonight. Of course, we appreciate the Governor's Office of Highway Safety bringing all that to you. Now looking at 2nd and 14. Hill goes in motion.
Another movement, I believe. False start. Going to move them back.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Bring up 2nd and what about?
19 now.
19, yeah. Big screen team at times. Already ran one tonight. See if they come back with something like that. See if they can pop something.
Single deep safety for Hebron. Hill goes in motion. Hand goes to Beard. Beard still fighting across midfield. Gets the 45-yard line. He gets about 13 there.
Referee took a shot. It's a physical game, man, when players having to. But great job here, Beard. Look at the suddenness to him, how quick he gets up the field and finishes behind his pads. Boy, that was close to being late there. 65 coming on late.
Big 3rd down now coming up. Bobo, hard count. Looks like he drew Hebron offside, so he'll get 5 of those yards back and make 3rd down now more manageable.
Brandon, I know this is still regular season.
Defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, 3rd down.
But this has a playoff vibe.
It definitely
does. Both teams kind of ramped up. You hear both crowds. Everybody knows this is a big game. This definitely has that deep, deep playoff feel.
And throughout the night, we'll explain what they're playing for. It's a region title, but it's obviously also the private school state playoffs, which function very differently than the rest of the state does. As Bobo does set up the screen here, Beard on the receiving end of that, gets a block, still on his feet, down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds inside the 5. They convert the 1st down. They make it 1st and goal.
I'm telling you right now, he's got a different gear than everybody on the field. Watch how quick he gets to 5th gear. I love the way how smooth he is. Watch when he catches the ball, and watch how quick he transitions into the run game. I think Uncle Garrison's pretty proud tonight.
I would say he's pretty happy about all of that, for sure.
Goodness. He's got all, I would say he's going to get a bunch of offers, but he's got them all. I mean, this is a sophomore. It's going to be on the national scene. T formation, I love it.
We're in the red zone here, brought to you by IBW, Local 613. Beard trying to fight at the goal line. They're going to say he's about a yard short.
Bring in Christian Garrett. You see them bring in extra bodies. They go shoe to shoe, T formation.
We've also got Ben Musser, the sophomore quarterback, now in 2. We expect both quarterbacks to play. Musser thought to be more accomplished with his legs. He'll do quarterback sneak here, although the whistle blows before the ball was snapped.
Got both quarterbacks on
Half
the field.
Distance.
Yeah, Bobo is out there as well. Bobo has experience playing other positions, did start at outside linebacker for Prince Avenue last year. Big, tight bunch formation here. Going to hand straight ahead. Going to hand it to Bobo. It's going to be a touchdown. So the starting quarterback, Jake Bobo, takes a handoff from the backup, and then Jake Bobo runs for a touchdown. Creative play calling there from Greg Vandergriff and his offensive coordinator, John Rick.
I can guarantee you the conversation's going to be later tonight because I know his dad never took one a handoff. I guarantee you his dad's never taken a handoff for a touchdown. Great job there. Great answer by Prince there to come right back. And they want to run the football, and they want to go through number 5.
That's our scoring recap, brought to you by Breda Pest Management. That was fun. Pretty creative. And now Prince Avenue going to stay on and go for 2 after a botch on the special teams earlier with the mishandled hold on the PAT. Bobo now conventionally at quarterback. looking right side. Now throwing back to the middle of the field, and that's going to be caught, and the two-point conversion is good. Hudson Hill comes up with that, and that makes it 14-7. So both these offenses getting everything they want right now. We'll see if Hebron can keep pace after a quick timeout. Stay with it.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting six figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting GoGCSO.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together we can make a difference.
Nobody wants to hear the word roaches, because who wants to admit they have roaches?
I actually found some weird roaches. I didn't know what they were. I decided to choose Breda. I reached out to them. They check in routinely. They're explaining what they're doing, so there's a lot of clarity in the process as well. I think that just speaks to the level of safety that I feel with the organization.
The facts are, roaches are everywhere in our environment, so what are you doing to keep them out of your home?
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Struggling with food insecurity can feel lonely, yet every community across America is affected by hunger, which is why our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste in an effort to donate 3 billion meals by 2025. Because we believe everyone should have access to fresh, delicious food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger, Zero Waste Foundation to defeat hunger and eliminate food waste.
I've used R.S. Andrews 15 years, purchased 2 heating and air systems, so I rely on their technicians for service. I call, they come, it's fixed. And I appreciate Andrews' commitment. He gives it his all. That's how R.S. Andrews makes me smile.
Yikey wawa! Running out of hot water is one way your water heater cries out for help. Call R.S. Andrews. Get a water heater rejuvenation. Your water heater gets added life, you get more hot water. Another way R.S. Andrews makes you smile today.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. Electrify your career. The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. Serve and protect through dedication, professionalism, and active cooperation with the community. Kroger. Boost by Kroger Plus. More savings, more benefits, a new level of membership. Gatorade. Fuel tomorrow. And by Score Atlanta, your source for Georgia high school sports.
Welcome back, everybody. You see our score, Prince Avenue leading 14-7 over Hebron Christian. You also see some remnants of some Halloween costumes still around here. The Hebron students having themselves a great time. And, of course, we'll also say hello to our Deer Park teams of the week here, brought to you by Deer Park Water. The Academy for Classical Education coming in with the 1A team of the week, Stevens County. Obviously, a team that both these programs are familiar with. They win it from 2A this week. Mary Persons in 3A. Cartersville from 4A. Milton, after beating and really just an impressive run throughout the season, in 5A. And, of course, North Atlanta, our team of the week from the 6A classification as well. That all courtesy of Deer Park. You see Albert Willem there. As Chip Dickens gets ready to kick it back off. We'll see if they go short kick again. They do. Wobbly live, picked up around the 30-yard line.
That's
and
better coverage.
Better coverage to get there quickly. You're right about that. And that's where Hebron will go back on offense. Looked like Jack Lanier may have been on that special team stop.
Looks like we've got 2 helicopters landing, so I would imagine that's 2 college coaches. Not sure. who's
Be
in
careful
store.
with the air traffic control with that, right?
Traffic control. We got two real close. I don't know how that works. We got one coming in.
Yeah, there's a helicopter coming in right there.
Everybody talks about that yellow. From my understanding, there's one company in Georgia that owns those. It's like five of them. Yeah.
I'm not sure I could do the helicopter.
No, you won't play that.
To be completely honest with you, I just don't know how comfortable I'd be in the helicopter.
Well, the guys are getting all those helicopters. They got different salaries. You might suck it up for that one.
Stallworth going to go back to work here. Going to throw sideline. That's a pass caught. 40-yard line. Out of bounds there around the 43. That's Jarvis Matherin. That's a playmaker they want to get involved tonight. He gets a big catch right there.
Yeah, he's a junior. They like him a lot. So you see both teams right now. Prince looks like they want to establish a run, and they have. And right now, Hebron Christian is attacking this Prince secondary with their outside skill players.
Ball sits at the 44. It's the Lion 44. Prince shows you 4 across defensively. It'll be Garrett who stands up as the right side defensive end. And now Hebron's going to call a timeout.
Hebron's going to call a timeout, yep. Just a little miscommunication. I see Coach Guest talking to his quarterback.
Hebron, the first timeout of the half.
And while we have a timeout, let me give a shout out to our friends at Breda Pest Management. You know, they know your house inside and out. They've got a customized treatment plan that's going to stop bugs and critters all over your house. Breda does it right, both the inside and the outside of your home. They're going to offer protection for you because it's the bugs inside your house. Those are the ones that you really want to get rid of. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. A lot of fireworks here early.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it pregame. I spent some time with both coaches at, on the field before the game, and they knew what's at stake. Interesting, though, we talked about Savannah Christian a little bit on the radio this week. Savannah Christian plays Toombs County tonight. Toombs County beat Rome, a 5A team, on the road. If Toombs County beats Savannah Christian tonight, there's no telling how this bracket's going to play out.
That's exactly right. Of course, Savannah Christian is ranked number 1. So if we assume victory because of their ranking, it is interesting that the loser of this game could conceivably be playing the number 1 ranked team.
Yes.
Like before the semifinals, before the state championship, as soon as, I guess, the quarterfinals perhaps?
Yes, this is 2 monster games tonight. But to be honest with you, I didn't know that Toombs County was playing Savannah Christian. That's a great game in South Georgia.
Stallworth going to keep it himself, pulled it back out of the belly of the running back, but going to be met right away. Beautiful tackle. That's Gaines Scoggins who gets in there, makes an outstanding tackle.
Nice job playing the quarterback on that keep. I wasn't sure who had it. Watch 13 show. Not only show, get there, get the jersey, and get him to the ground by himself.
Scoggins, a 2-year starter for this Wolverines defense.
2nd and 14.
So he lost 4 on that play. Back him up to the 40. Stallworth now going to throw. Man open. That's Caldwell coming over. Gets across the 50. Down about the 47 into Wolverine territory.
That's going to be a first down. They're moving the chains. Yep.
And they're going to move it, yeah. So Caldwell comes over almost like a receiver that time, the starting tailback, and helps the Lions pick up a possession and a fresh set of downs.
It's a crossing route against zone.
Caldwell's got a little bit of issue with his shoe here at the moment, too.
Yeah, you see him going to the ground.
I don't think he's going to have to come out of the game. He can't get it back on. Adrian Hollingshed going to come in. Stallworth fakes the handoff. Going to get hit as he throws. Gets rid of it, but it's incomplete. Flag comes in. They may say he got him late.
They might get Christian Garrett late on that, man. I told you he's been getting close. Yeah, they're going to give it.
Beside himself.
Yes.
And by the way, we showed you the helicopter landing here a little earlier. As you see Georgia Tech coach Brent Key on hand.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, previous spot, first down.
He's got 2 commits playing in the game tonight here, 1 on each side.
Yep. Christian Garrett 55 there, and Carrington Combs, number 3. I'm telling you, Garrett has been so close. It's one of those deals he wasn't putting the brakes on there. He wanted some of that and wound up costing him 15.
Ball now at the 31. Throwing, sideline pass caught at the 20. Pickup of 11. There to haul it in was John Cian.
Just a timing route. Got a flag down from deep from the secondary. So we get call here. It's another connection. Adrian Hollinshed. Dad played at Georgia. Senior, number 4.
Amazing how many on both
It's
these
crazy.
teams, how many UGHIs there. I mentioned David Green on the
Illegal
coaching staff.
substitution, White.
Looking at a minute 4 to go.
Illegal substitution against the defense. Repeat. First down.
So Hebron tried to run a guy on late. Now they'll make the switch. Putting Nick Wade in offensively. Wade, a starting player on the defense. That's the handoff. I haven't seen a lot of traditional running game tonight from a coach in Jonathan Guess, who loves that typically. But they go traditional hand there to Hollingshed and not much doing.
Yeah, going to bring up 2nd and 4 right here.
Now under a minute to go in our first quarter. Stallworth not in a hurry. Takes the snap. Going to dump it left side. Pass is caught right there at the 10. Right at the line.
I believe as Luke Darling comes up, makes a really good hit right at the chains. But see that hit, but Hebron bounces off that number 7, bounced off of that, got upfield, got the first down.
Matherin again, they get the first down, so when we come back, it'll be first down for Hebron, knocking on the door of another score. A lot of excitement here from both sides in a spirited first quarter. We'll be right back after this.
So, you gonna play this week?
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 You gonna play this
You
week?
gonna play this week? You gonna play this week?
You gonna play this week?
You gonna play this week?
And welcome to the Ingalls Game of the Week as the War Horses square off against the rival.
He's going in.
He's going in. Go, baby!
Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Now at McDonald's, buy one, get one for $1. Choose from a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You win every time with Matthews Kia. Rush in today and score big savings on over 125 new and certified pre-owned cars, vans, and SUVs. Then drive it home with the Warranty Forever powertrain coverage. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with fast, friendly service that's the best in the game. You win at Matthews Kia. We've got you covered at Matthews Kia in Cartersville or at MatthewsKiaofCartersville.com.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is the largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colon and rectal cancers.
The Alliance is available and full of knowledge. Go straight there. Just get to the website.
Go to colorectalcancer.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You see our score, Prince Avenue 14-7 over Hebron Christian right now, but Hebron Christian knocking on the door of another score when the second quarter begins here in a moment. Well, before that gets going, though, let's give you an update on our Score Atlanta football rankings brought to you by Deer Park Water. And you see we're playing for here tonight, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. That's the private school rankings for the teams in both 3A all the way down to Class A. Of course, Hebron and Prince Avenue play in Region 8 2A, but all the private schools from 3A, 2A down to single A, they're all playing in one playoff bracket. So the winner of this game will not only get the region, but they'll get a first-round bye as one of the top 8 seeds in that private school bracket, a completely different playoff than any of the other classifications.
And from my understanding, there will only be 24 teams in that bracket, so the 8 region champs get the bye. And here's interesting. Athens Academy last week wins a region championship. They had a bye already at the end of the year.
That's right.
They get an extra bye because of the Hurricanes moving the season. Then they get a bye in the first round. Athens Academy will not play a game for 3 weeks.
And I've talked to some people around some of these programs. There is a little bit of concern about that of, hey, it's good to get rested, but you also don't want to get rusty.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, I get it. 3 weeks off, a long time. Congratulations, Josh Alexander and their crew, region champs, undefeated so far. Athens Academy on the season.
Stallworth throwing in zone, and good coverage there to break that one up.
There's the safety part in him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's Beard coming over making that play.
See big David Green there.
He is the former Georgia quarterback, a guy who went into our Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame just last week.
Yeah, look at that picture there. Nice family. He's got a son. That's his son, his junior son, sophomore son quarterback. Man, who is that dude putting a jacket on him?
Putting a jacket on for him. You love that. And Coach Dave Hunter there, too.
How about that?
What a great thing that was. Great ceremony. Boy, talked to David for a while before the game today.
Yeah.
He had so many nice things to say about that. Really meant a lot to him to go into the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame, and I was proud for him. Stallworth picks the ball up off the ground on third down and throws to no one in particular, and that'll bring up fourth.
I love that David Green said he had about 10 high school teammates. It's high school teammates. And all those guys came in. They went to dinner afterwards. He said, man, the stories got better.
Yeah.
The stats got better.
Oh, I love that.
But that was great. Good job right there in the red zone, holding Prince Avenue, holding right there, making it 4th and 13. And they'll try a field goal here to get this thing to 14-10.
Yeah, Cam Eblin going to come on and try the field goal. It's going to be about a 31-yard kick.
He's got the range. I watched both kickers before, but obviously in high school, anything can happen on special teams.
Eblin's kick. Wow. Plenty of height. Nice kick, and it's good. Jonathan Guest says, we like our kicker. Senior kicker, we feel good about him. You get the impression that Guest may be a little more confident in his special teams tonight than perhaps the other side. We'll watch that. Speaking of Hebron, you see our resume here brought to you by Smart Local 85 for Jonathan Guest coming over for his 3rd season. If they win tonight, this will be the first region championship in Hebron Christian history. Of course, you know his Guest's history going back to his time in Elka. Good players that come through this program. Jeff Saturday, obviously former coach here at Hebron Christian. You know, he's got a lot of attention when he moved up to the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't playing wide receiver. But, he was he would coach this program, and he was on TV on the weekend. So, he went in the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame last year, does a great job each week up in New York. How about that gig? Fly to New York every Sunday, spend 3 days, and fly back on Wednesday.
That's right. It's a lot of travel.
Not a bad gig, though.
Not a bad deal, yeah.
Hang out Sunday through Wednesday.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So Eblin, fresh off the field goal, will now come on and kick it off again. We'll see if he also chooses to kick it short.
Prince has moved their guys up a little bit. See if they try to kick one deep.
Instead, it's going to be high and angled towards the right side. Garland came over to try to field it.
Got to be an offside to stop it there, right?
You would imagine so. So there is an interesting game within the game kind of going on here with angled kicks and both teams trying to move playmakers around to give themselves a chance to field it. The true deep man is the sophomore receiver, Hudson Hill. And so now it gets a little tricky for Hebron because they're going to get backed up after the procedural penalty.
So Prince moved. They got basically two deep backs. They moved one guy all the way to the numbers, and they bring the third return guy up to cover that dead man's area. They're basically telling you, we're going to get the ball on the 30, or you can kick it deep. So let's see what Hebron decides to do here with this new formation look on kickoff return.
So Eblin will kick it again. He angled right side last time. Let's see if he does that again. By right side, I mean the right side of the Prince Avenue return look. This time he just tried to kick it as far as he can.
Yep.
And that ball is going to bounce inside the 5 and now be returned inside the 5. That's Hill bringing it back. Hill got up near the 20.
That's a great job by Hebron. That ball's checking up, man. I mean, he's kicking that thing to about the 5, and it's not rolling in.
Return try number 2, Hill.
A lot went on just for a kickoff. Both teams showed you something different.
But in a game like this, every yard's going to matter.
Every yard matters.
And your starting field position to begin a drive, listen, you get in, listen, I'm not very good with the math nerd stuff, but you get into like expected points and things like that. Where you start a drive goes a long way in determining what your kind of expected points are in a situation like that.
A new quarterback in. Got Ben Musser in at quarterback. Was his third offensive series? Yeah, third offensive series. Brings him in.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Hebron getting that defensive line stem movement, causing them some issues, causing Prince Avenue some issues.
That's where a lot of the talent for Hebron is. Excuse me.
Ooh, my goodness.
That's where a lot of the talent for Hebron is located. There along that defensive line. Musser with the faked the handoff, kept it himself, then got slammed down. That was Carrington Coombs who's there to make the tackle.
Yeah.
That's the Georgia Tech commit.
Interesting to me here, change. You go 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and then you make a quarterback change. That tells you the plan in the entire night was going to be third series was going to be Ben Musser, because Bobo goes 2 for 2 with 2 drives.
Musser pulls it back out, RPO. Now it's a pass complete. Baxter Carbine getting in on that catch.
Big sophomore right there, Baxter Carbine. Nice job finishing off that run.
This is a Prince Avenue offense, we said before, kind of been more oriented around the running game because of the success of Beard. That means the pass catchers, we're used to seeing these like really gaudy stats across
Hudson
the board.
Hill, number 2, had 1,000 yards, a freshman almost.
Not quite those same numbers here this year, but still very effective. 3rd and 4, Musser going to keep it wrapped up and knocked down. And Hebron has forced the 4th down.
Boy, they brought the house right there. 3rd and 4, they were coming after. See the extra bodies in there, not enough to block. The free man gets Musser to the ground.
Is that Sean John that wrapped him up
there?
there?
Was.
That's going to force a punt. Devon Caldwell is going to be one of the guys who's back to receive this punt.
One short. Bobo's counting. Got 7-6. They may take a penalty. Got it.
Yeah, Jake Bobo, by the way, is
timeout. Yep,
is also the punter.
Well, that would drive you nuts, Coach Greg Vandergriff. Have to take a timeout on a 4th and 4. Play you're going to punt. Didn't have enough guys on the field.
So with that timeout, I'll also give a shout out to Breda Pest Management here, because you can switch your termite protection to Breda Pest Management and your rate's locked in for 10 years. If live termites are ever found, Breda will retreat, fix the damage, and honor the rest of your contract, all for free. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. So when we resume live action here, it's going to be 4th down. A little bit of a special teams miscue. Forced that timeout. Jake Bobo, who was not in at quarterback on this possession, is the starting punter. Caldwell and Matherin are the double return men.
Now, I'm not saying they will, but I guarantee they got a fake punt with that in mind.
Bobo already has a rushing touchdown tonight, taken as a running back. Gets a punt away. It's a good one.
Kick.
Fielded by Matherin. Matherin
Boy, he is slippery.
Made a man miss, got extra 5 yards for it up to the 50-yard line.
I tell you what, Matherin might be their quickest skill player. I mean, he was in and out of the break there.
So speaking of a break, he broke the tackle, and we'll take a quick break here, too. 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Good game brewing tonight here at Hebron Christian. And with that, we are back. 14-10 our score, 9:57 to go. Prior to our halftime, great to have Ashley Carey with us tonight as Kaylee Manziel is on assignment.
Ashley made it very clear to me. He said if Georgia don't win tomorrow, Kaylee's in trouble. She has to sleep in the trailer for the rest of the season.
World's largest outdoor cocktail party is tomorrow.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not anything different on this show.
That's exactly right. For those 21 and up, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll be leaving early tomorrow morning. Making my way there.
First and 10 Lions. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Caldwell, the running back, signaling over to the sideline.
Wide split here from Hebron. They're going to double team number
Caldwell
7.
may be in at quarterback. We expect to see this look from them. Looks like he will be in as kind of a wildcat. Starting quarterback a year ago, more of a wildcat this year. Flag came in. I don't think he saw the play clock. They make the switch at quarterback, and Caldwell did not
delay
see
a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So whatever attempt they made to kind of catch Prince Avenue off guard did not work.
No.
It looks like now they're going to put Stallworth back in the game.
Yep. And that drive you nuts. As a coach, you just waste 5 yards and don't get a snap off. I wasn't sure why Prince called a timeout on that punt on 4th and 4 and 4th and 9. Just eat the 5 there.
So Stallworth is back in. Taking the snap. Going to throw. That's a pass caught. 48-yard line, then hit hard right away. Noah Hill on the receiving end, but Prince Avenue had it wrapped up quickly.
Good job there again by Hill. Colin Durnan, 19. Good job closing. Held his guy up for Big Mac Bradley to come in, finish him off. No gain.
Durning just a sophomore. He's had a good year, but you got to sort of get the impression that he's the guy that's going to be kind of sliding over in kind of a Mac Bradley role next year.
Yep.
Bigger responsibilities for him. You get the impression of that.
Played the Georgia League Classic a couple times.
Hollingshed goes in motion. Throwing pass caught. Wide open inside the 25. Down near the 20. Here comes Hebron. Max Steve comes up with the catch. The senior comes up big.
Great play design. They go motion to go empty. Get the eye candy on the motion. He comes right back in the middle with a little seam route. Drops it in the bucket.
Yeah, Stallworth did a nice job of placing that. Hollingshed still in at tailback.
I mean, Hebron's just throwing it. They're not tempting much run game at all.
Which is, to be honest, not what I expected from them necessarily.
No, not from pregame talk.
Fake, now dumping right side. That's a pass caught. Out of bounds near the 15. That's Max Steve again. Total confession, this is a weird angle for us tonight to watch.
It's a little different angle. A little different angle.
So some of my lines may, yardage-wise, may be slightly guessing. Red Zone here presented by IBW Local 613. Hollingshed on the carry. Wolverines are all over that game tackle.
Yeah, they're doing a good job against the run game. Man, Hebron, been impressed with Stallworth.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball well tonight.
Yes, he has.
But he's got a big third down coming up, 3rd and 2, with under 8 minutes to go in the half.
They'll run basically a fullback out at 33.
Yeah, that's one of the starting linebackers, Albert Willem, that comes in as as Rusty said, essentially like a fullback.
Clock is running. 5 seconds, 4. They may have to call timeout.
Yeah, they've got a delay of game penalty on this drive already. Just barely do get that off. It's a handoff. That's Caldwell. Caldwell gets inside the 5. And he's going to move the chains on that third down run. So they almost didn't get the play off. Now it's 1st and goal. Two backs in the game now for Hebron. That's going to be the handoff to Hollingshed. Hollingshed.
Ball on the ground.
And the ball come loose here. Prince Avenue thinks they've got it. The hand went to Hollingshed. Ball came loose. Prince Avenue recovers the fumble.
Colin Durning's got the ball. They're discussing it.
No signal yet. Now there is.
Let's see the replay. Oh, yeah, it's a clear fumble.
Came out
clearly.
Fumble.
Clear fumble. Punched out from the backside. Not sure who did it, but Durning finished it off. 18's got his hand up for Prince.
Yeah, so Lanier and Durning were both in on that.
What a huge turnover there in the red zone.
Change in momentum. Let's see it one more time.
See if they punch it. Yeah, 18 punches it out. Good job there by Lanier, and then Durning finished it off. Good call by the officials because they don't have a replay.
They don't. They have to judge that in the moment. Jack Lanier, a great story, moved to Athens from Michigan in 2020 during the COVID year. His brother was a starter at linebacker on the first Prince Avenue State Championship team. Here's a running play now from
Hill.
Prince. Yeah, that's Hill getting involved. So a different look that time for Prince Avenue offensively.
Yeah, keep Musser in at quarterback. Give the ball to Hill, their little shifty wide receiver who had a massive year last year as a freshman, playing with Aaron Philo. Almost, I believe, 1,000 yards as a freshman. Receiving.
Musser looks over the situation. Beard to his left. Beard will take the handoff, bust through the line of scrimmage, but not much more after that. Got to the 15, about 3 that time, I believe.
Yeah, it's got to go through 5 for me. Like, he's got to have the touches. They've been unable to slow him down. Get him in the flow a little bit. Get this offensive line leaning on some guys. You just got a big turnover.
That's enough for a first down.
It's got to go through 5 for me.
Tight end splits out, becomes part of the, that's Williamson.
Got stacked receivers both sides.
Hebron shows you a single deep safety. Whistle blows now. And now Prince going to have to call another timeout.
Half going by pretty quick.
Timeout.
John
Prince
Rick,
Avenue.
offensive coordinator,
Second
Prince
one
Avenue
of the
Christian.
half.
Not sure if we mentioned that. It's another Georgia connection.
Yeah, there are a lot of those. So while we have a chance, we'll also take a quick timeout ourselves here. We'll be right back.
Hey, does it matter if this leaks?
It don't matter to me. Can't see it from my house.
Illegal use of hands and proper training.
GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com has 14 different highly skilled trades with tuition-free training in our certified apprenticeship programs to train you the right way. Find your career at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
Fires through, touchdown Atlanta. That goes nowhere. Find the pylon for the Atlanta touchdown. He's sacked for the end zone. 10, touchdown Atlanta. What a throw.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision, our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by Sports Turf. You bring the vision, we'll bring it to life. Deer Park. Visit DeerParkWater.com to nominate your team for the Deer Park Team of the Week all season long. The Georgia Army National Guard. Live here, serve here, work here. Smart Local 85. Sheet metal is a smart move. And by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Seatbelts save lives. The Governor's Office of Highway Safety reminds you to buckle up before every trip.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 5:25 to go, second quarter of play. Prince Avenue called a timeout a moment ago. Now looking at a 1st and 10 with the ball sitting on the 15-yard line, leading 4.
Wildcat with Beard.
Yeah, they put Beard in that Wildcat. He takes the snap. Look at him go.
Listen, sometimes you don't have to overthink it. You got to stop our dude if you're going to stop us. And right now it goes through number 5.
He has been impressive here tonight.
Great block by Gabe Prince, the 2027 offensive tackle, number 72. Played on C72 there. He played on the Georgia Elite Classic freshman team last year.
I love his look, man. He's got a good look.
He is a 2027 prospect.
Yeah, nice size indeed. Musser now RPO pass. Williamson. Excuse me, that's Thornton Hester.
They're calling it complete. Yep.
I'm going to say it's complete, and now here comes Prince Avenue.
Boy, the Elka. I said Elka because of guess.
Right.
Hebron Christian sideline, very upset. Thought that was an incomplete pass.
Musser now, that's what he's known for, his legs, and he keeps it. Gets across the 40, up to the 43. Picks up about 6 on the ground. Yeah, smart by Musser. I mean, there's no replay, so it doesn't matter, but smart to just jump up there and get going.
Yeah,
it's the same thing you see on Saturdays and Sundays.
Hebron they were asking the officials.
Hebron having a little trouble getting set defensively right now. I don't believe they were fully set there on that snap as Prince Avenue tries to play with pace. But they stopped him nonetheless.
They're going so fast. C.J. Dockery's a guy I think they got to get involved in the pass game. Number 4, junior wide receiver, had a really good year last year. Like what I saw out of him. He's a guy you got to get involved at some point. Plays a little bit of both sides for Prince. See number 4 there, junior wide receiver.
Hill goes in motion. Hand to Beard. Beard first down yardage to the 45. Picked up about 12 that time. Moving the chains again.
Yep. Different gear, man, when he hits the hole.
You see the numbers on the season for Beard coming in tonight. 1,278 yards on the ground. That right there is the reason why Prince Avenue's transformed itself offensively so much.
Yep.
They've just gotten such a good year for Beard.
You see the Breda Pest Management score ticker at the bottom. 7-7, Toombs County and Savannah Christian. A lot of eyes around this classification on these 2 games tonight.
Musser surveys the scene. Hebron shows pressure. Beard goes out the left side. It's going to be a pass, though, right side, and it's caught inside the 20. Still on his feet inside the 10, fighting for the goal line, out of bounds there. That was C.J. Dockery. Rusty called for him to get involved, and then Dockery did.
You got to let you guys go, man. Playmakers make plays.
That's our electrifying play of the half, brought to you by England Stubbs.
Man, a little stutter and go. And Dockery does the rest. Soon as the ball's caught, almost finishes off with a touchdown.
Great job by staying on his feet, too. You talk about balance.
Yep.
Bunch formation jammed right there at the line. Ball, handoff to Bobo again. In as like a tailback.
Yeah, he's in that T formation again. I don't know if they bobbled the handoff or not.
Seemed like it, right?
It looked close. I've got a replay on that. They go right back T formation again.
Musser way low under center. Hand again. This time it's a touchdown going the way of Kyler Giddens. Big-time starter on the defensive side. Gets involved offensively. And Prince Avenue finds the end zone one more time.
And they go bully ball right here inside the 5 twice from that T formation. Shoot, double tight. Nice drive to finish off after a turnover. Hebron Christian had the ball inside the 5, turns it over, and Prince Avenue goes 94 yards for a touchdown drive.
Giddens will stay on and be the holder here for the PAT. Chip Dickens will kick it. No drama this time. It's good. And Prince Avenue now leads 21-10. Marching down the field, rushing touchdown by Kyler Giddens. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
This is the home of the GOATs. Friday Night Lights. And home of the Ballers. This is home of the Gamers. Peachtree Sports Network is the home of the Hustlers. And home of the Speed Junkies. The Peach State plays here. Atlanta's home of live local sports is Peachtree Sports Network.
Thank you for watching Georgia High School Heroes presented by Ingalls. I'm Chris Bainbridge, and each week we're bringing you one of the best to ever play high school football in the great state of Georgia. This week, our athlete takes us to Athens and Athens High School. As a junior, Fran Tarkenton led his football team to the state championship in 1955. During his senior year at Athens High, he was named All-State, not only in football, but baseball and basketball as well. After graduation from high school, Tarkenton went on to UGA and led the Bulldogs to an SEC title. He went on to NFL fame primarily as the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. At the time of his retirement, Tarkenton owned every major quarterback record in professional football. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1986. Thank you for watching Georgia High School Heroes presented by Ingalls.
Okay, going back to 1.
This industry is my life. The Georgia film industry feeds my children, and it feeds my dreams, which are 2 very important things. The film community is a real vital ecosystem. You can make a living in an incredible town.
Real jobs, real impact. Support Georgia Films. Visit whygeorgia.com.
Welcome back. 21-10 is our score. Prince Avenue leads over Hebron. 2:31 to go in the first half. Hebron fumbles near goal line with a almost certain scoring drive. That upended. Prince Avenue takes advantage, marches down the field, and then adds to its lead with a Kyler Giddens rushing touchdown.
2 things I want to say. Great job by the officials without any replay. And how many teams around America today showed their players to carry the ball in the end zone when you score?
Oh, yeah, after what we saw on Thursday night.
2 weeks in a row.
Another short kick by Dickens.
Better
this
cover.
This one's going to be fielded by Caldwell. That's the starting running back. He's a dangerous playmaker, but Prince Avenue had that one.
Great field position. Just like the opening drive of the first half for Hebron Christian, they're going to open up around the 42-yard line. Great field position with 2:26 to go in the half. See if they can capitalize right here on that.
So it's 2:26. Garrett, the outstanding defensive end for Prince Avenue, will be on the right side of the formation.
They're standing him up.
He's done that a lot tonight. It's 3 receivers for Hebron. That's a middle of the field pass caught right there at the logo. That's Cian John who comes up with that.
Yeah, when you got a Cian John and a Cichet John, I see where you.
That's enough to.
A little different.
Draw you off sides there for sure.
Second one, see if they take a shot here.
Stallworth going to throw sideline. They will take a shot. He had a step on him. Noah Hill had a step, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, he took a shot. Noah Hill gains. That was Gaines
Scoggins who had the coverage. Now
Prince is not the biggest group of DBs. I mean, there's some size they're going to have to face tonight from Hebron.
Just like that, you're looking at 3rd and 1 now. So when you take the shot on second, obviously you've got numbers to your advantage, but all of a sudden now, in an important drive, you're staring at a 3rd down.
They go design quarterback keep here.
That's Caldwell in as the Wildcat, but Prince Avenue just had it sniffed out. They were all over that.
Bryce Williamson, big 17. They overload the right side. Almost always tips you off. It's either going to be quarterback power or some type of quarterback keep. And how you beat that is penetration.
And, man, just like that, that brings the Hebron drive to an end.
Nice stop there by Prince.
Cam Eblin's going to come on and punt. So a lot of promise after good field position and a good gain on 1st down. But then you take the shot on 2nd, and then Prince Avenue has done a great job. 2 times tonight they've tried to put Caldwell in the Wildcat, and Prince has essentially had it scouted both times.
Yes, and they covered on the backside. He tried to cut back against a grain. You were there. Andrew Beard deep right here. You better cover.
Eblin gets the kick away. Beard has to call fair catch. And the ball bounces free. It's a wide open football. Fight for it there. Beard had to go over the shoulder to bring it home.
And Prince got it back. Wow.
Ball bounced. It was up for grabs for anybody, and then Prince falls back on it again.
Fair catch. Man, hits the ground.
Yeah, so it didn't. So he didn't drop it. He was just kind of bobbling it. When he goes to the ground, that's when it comes free. Goes off the foot.
17, big Bryce Williamson scoops it back up. Wow, ball just kind of rolls right back to him when he's on the ground. You're talking about a huge break for Prince.
Circle that play. That could loom large.
Because Prince gets the opening kickoff second half.
Jake Bobo back in at quarterback. That's a handoff to Beard. Beard is so quick into the hole.
See if they go 2 minute here. You want to work the sideline. See if you can pop something. Clock running. Remember they had to burn a timeout on a punt.
You see how
those come back right now.
Prince Avenue's been here tonight. 4 drives, 3 of them resulting in touchdowns. They may be content just to get the locker room.
Yeah, you don't have enough timeouts. You have to work the sidelines. You got a 1st down. Referee's going to call timeout while they move the chains, but start the clock back. Yeah, Prince is just going to try to see if they can pop something easy here. Take the 11-point lead at the half.
So potential miscue avoided after the issue with the punt. And that's going to be enough for Prince here to go to the locker room up by 11. But you get the sense this one's far from done. It's a region championship on the line. It's a 1st-round playoff bye. High stakes tonight. Good drama. We got a halftime show with Ashley Carey, and we'll be back with 3rd quarter action here live from Hebron Christian Academy.
The Mechanical Trades Institute is an opportunity towards personal financial freedom through hands-on and rewarding work. Our school is completely free and gives apprentices the knowledge and skills required to gain access to a lifelong career path. Apprentices learn pipe fitting, plumbing, mechanical service, and welding. They earn money as they learn and graduate with no student debt. Start a career with the Mechanical Trades Institute and change your financial future.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JETC equips apprentices with the knowledge and skills required to start a rewarding career in the sheet metal industry with programs in HVAC, industrial welding, and testing, adjusting, and balancing. Training is 100% free and allows apprentices to earn as they learn. Journeymen graduate with no student debt and have the potential to earn more than most college graduates. Visit our website to learn more about this opportunity at careersinsheetmetal.com.
Planting season is here, and it's time to get your yard looking its best. So treat your yard to the perfect touch from the professionals at Personal Touch Lawn Care. Mowing, maintenance, design, and construction. Personal Touch Lawn Care does it all.
If my yard is taken care of, it's one thing off my list that I don't have to worry about.
Sign up now for monthly maintenance and get the 12th month free.
Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Personal Touch Lawn Care, 770-908-1238 or online at ptlcatlanta.com.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom. It's a really nice day living in the right space. Breathing your best, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by the Atlanta Falcons. Rise up. The Georgia Elite Classic, Georgia's largest all-star games. Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of Atlanta. Personal Touch Lawn Care. The smallest details make the biggest difference. The Georgia Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors Association. CareersInSheetMetal.com. Building a solid future. And by R.S. Andrews. Story after story, we deliver smiles.
Welcome to Talking Trades. I'm Rhett Walker with Union Up on behalf of Georgia ConstructionCareers.com, and I'm pleased to be joined by Phil Rainwater from the Insulators Local 48 here in Atlanta, which is the Insulators Local here. And Phil, you not only are an insulator by trade, but you came through this from a family perspective. Tell me about your family connection with the local.
I did. My dad worked in the local for 43 years here. When growing up, I didn't know much about what he did. I knew he did construction, but I knew he always provided for the family, always had nice houses, nice cars, and had great vacations. But I didn't ask him more about the trade until after I was out of high school and was looking for a career. I went to him then, asked him about the benefits of it, and he sold me on it. So
he's retired.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's retired.
Because he has a retirement package
That's
that
it.
you can count on, right?
That's the name of the game.
So talk to me a little bit about the type of work an insulator does, and perhaps talk about some of the projects that our viewers might know in Atlanta when they drive by there. You guys were in there.
We work on all of your large facilities that you may see around Atlanta. A lot of the Falcon Stadium, your data centers that you see going up everywhere, schools, power plants, anything like that. All those have HVAC systems in it, and we insulate all the piping and all the ductwork in all those facilities.
So you kind of on the heels of the sheet metal workers, they're putting in the ductwork and you guys are insulating.
Yes, we're right on the heels of the pipe fitters, sheet metal, all those trades. We're right behind them, insulating all that.
What was it like growing up in a union family with a dad in the trades? What did that afford you that maybe you might not have gotten otherwise?
There was always reliability there. There was always steady livelihood there. He always stayed working and was always able to provide. And for, to be able to do that for your family is important these days.
So talk about the training a little bit and how someone might find out more information about becoming an insulator.
Well, right now we're taking in apprentices at $20.97 an hour for somebody with zero experience. We're putting them straight into our 4-year apprenticeship school, which is only one night a week after work, so you can earn while you learn. And if they get interested in the trades, they can apply at AtlantaInsulators48.com. On there, you can find more information and be able to submit an application there.
And unlike a lot of training, it costs you zero tuition because of the contractors and the local paper, right?
That's right.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and thanks for joining us on Talking Trades. And we'll be right back right after this.
Why would you buy life insurance from anyone else when Senior Life gives you all your money back? It's simple. When other companies say they save you a percentage of your money, Senior Life says we give it all back. That's right. With return of premium life insurance from Senior Life, we don't save you a percentage of your money, we give it all back, 100%. It works like this. If you pass away while you're insured, your loved ones get a check for the coverage amount you chose. But if you're still living at the end of the term, you get back all the money you paid, guaranteed. Spend it any way you wish. While others may talk about saving you money, Senior Life is the only one giving it all back. Return of premium term life insurance gives you protection if you need it and 100% cash back if you don't. Get all your money back with return of premium life insurance from Senior Life. Call the number on your screen now for free information. You have no obligation. Call now.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Now at McDonald's, buy one, get one for $1. Choose from a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Did you know that they have more local craft beer than any place else? Or that they have Energy Smart stores? Or that they professionally slice and package imported cheese from Europe? Did you know about their giant international aisle, local farm partnerships, curbside pickup, wine department? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
What is GMFB overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of 5 days a week. Let's go. Here we go. It's football for everyone.
Weekdays at 10 on Peachtree Sports Network.
Welcome to the Sports Turf Halftime Show. I'm Ashley Carey, joined by our halftime guest presented by BSN Athletic Director Taylor Davis. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Ashley.
Thanks for having us here tonight. You've had quite the evening. We can hear the helicopter. We hear Brinky taking off right now. You have senior night, you have a football game, you have TV here. How do you keep it all in check?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not only that, believe it or not. Our softball team is down in Columbus. Our volleyball team is competing for a state championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I'm also the head coach of that. So it is nonstop around here at Hebron, but we're very blessed this fall.
Now, I was sitting up in the stands for a minute. Somebody was watching the softball game. Any update, any status?
Yeah, so we beat Prince Avenue 6-0, so we're in the state championship at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of Wesleyan and Prince Avenue.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully that will keep rolling here tonight, like the theme. Now, an incredible community you have here. I mean, you can literally feel it when you pull in. Talk about how athletics has really brought this Hebron community together.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, so it's not done overnight. So it takes great administration, great vision by our head of school, and he understands that, athletics is the front porch of the school. And so over time, we've been able to hire some quality coaches that's been able to build programs. I've been here 14 years, so it's not done overnight. But these last 4 or 5 years, it's been very special to see the traction and just see the support that's been done, especially on a Friday night football game.
And something that doesn't happen overnight is construction. I saw a bit of it when I pulled in tonight. What is going on here at Hebron? What's next for athletics?
Yeah, so we're kind of looking for an athletic complex / weight room. So those are the two big conversations that's in the foreseeable future.
Now, you guys could be going for your first region championship for Hebron High School. How do you feel like the team has done this year, performing both on and off the field?
Yeah, so currently, 8-1. I think this has been a perfect schedule that's kind of prepared us for tonight. We've had some ebb and flow. We lost to BT earlier in the season, but we're trending the right way. I think everyone's peaking at the right time. That just kind of concludes to a perfect Friday night, November 1st. But off the field, these kids, I can't speak to them enough. Great in the classroom. They really do, pay attention to their schoolwork, but more importantly, they honor Christ on and off the field.
Yeah. Great GPAs as well, as I saw.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank
we'll be
you.
thinking about you guys. Thank you so much for having us here tonight, and we will be back with more right after the break.
The Mechanical Trades Institute is an opportunity towards personal financial freedom through hands-on and rewarding work. Our school is completely free and gives apprentices the knowledge and skills required to gain access to a lifelong career path. Apprentices learn pipe fitting, plumbing, mechanical service, and welding. They earn money as they learn and graduate with no student debt. Start a career with the Mechanical Trades Institute and change your financial future.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JETC equips apprentices with the knowledge and skills required to start a rewarding career in the sheet metal industry with programs in HVAC, industrial welding, and testing, adjusting, and balancing. Training is 100% free and allows apprentices to earn as they learn. Journeymen graduate with no student debt and have the potential to earn more than most college graduates. Visit our website to learn more about this opportunity at careersinsheetmetal.com.
Planting season is here, and it's time to get your yard looking its best. So treat your yard to the perfect touch from the professionals at Personal Touch Lawn Care. Mowing, maintenance, design, and construction. Personal Touch Lawn Care does it all.
If my yard is taken care of, it's one thing off my list that I don't have to worry about.
Sign up now for monthly maintenance and get the 12th month free.
Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Personal Touch Lawn Care, 770-908-1238 or online at ptlcatlanta.com.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom. It's a very nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind
of way. In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by the Atlanta Falcons. Rise up. The Georgia Elite Classic, Georgia's largest all-star games. Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of Atlanta. Personal Touch Lawn Care. The smallest details make the biggest difference. The Georgia Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors Association. CareersInSheetMetal.com. Building a solid future. And by R.S. Andrews. Story after story, we deliver smiles.
Are you ready for a match made in Georgia? Georgia Match is changing the way Georgia high school students go to college.
There were so many different writing prompts, and it was a lot.
It was very time-consuming and difficult.
It was kind of like a nerve-wracking thing.
And I was like, oh, I actually have to think about college.
I didn't know if it was worth going to college, maybe go to work and start my life that way.
A lot of students do experience stress and anxiety. They don't know what colleges they could even have a hope of attending.
The main issue is how complicated the college going process is.
$50 for this college application, $25 for this, $75 for this one.
It's tedious. There's a lot of information.
It's just a kind of a daunting task to go through all the paperwork.
She wasn't thinking about college, but I was.
I was like, this sounds so easy. Why wouldn't I apply to college with this?
It has all of the colleges in Georgia that they look to be pre-qualified for.
It's explaining the Georgia colleges that you're eligible for based on your HOPE GPA.
It was better than like searching schools one by one online.
There was probably about 20 to 25 on the Georgia Match that came in.
There's so many colleges out there, but Georgia Match made it easier for me to pick out which college I wanted to go to.
They are pretty surprised at how many options they have in the state of Georgia.
Georgia Match takes into consideration everything. They do the hard work for you.
They can just click save my spot. It is as simple as that.
They give you a beginning push to just motivate you to even apply.
Without having to spend hours on end in front of a computer repeatedly entering in the same information.
Several students came up with their letter and wanted to know, are they serious? Like I could really apply to all of these? And yes, it's real.
I got into about 6 or 7. It saved me hours of application times and money.
Look at all these schools I can apply to and actually get in. And it was just like an exciting feeling and confident booster for sure. Her plan was to go to Clemson, but with Georgia Match, it only made sense that she stay within the state of Georgia.
Students don't know what is all in Georgia, and there's so many other options that they might not ever even think about.
And they don't realize how good Georgia schools are.
It's an excellent program for the students to know all of their options.
The Georgia Match program did take away the intimidations of trying to find the right school that fit him.
I didn't know that she could get accepted into so many schools. It made me happy.
As soon as I saw my colleges I got accepted to, I almost made the decision immediately.
I get my Georgia Match results back, and I'm able to go through an easy application process with no money down.
They have so much on their plate right now, anything to make decisions easier.
I think Georgia Match gave her a lot of confidence.
Be responsible and accountable for his choices is probably one of the greatest accomplishments a parent can have.
If I didn't see these options with Georgia Match, the amazing results that I got, I probably would have ended up at Clemson University.
It makes me super confident about what I want to do.
If Georgia Match didn't exist, there's no way I would be applying to 25 schools.
It quickly boosted my confidence, thinking, okay, they want me.
The state of Georgia just does a wonderful job of giving our kids options.
Seeing that list was super inspirational, motivational.
You say, oh my gosh, my options were 0, and now it's the world. And it gives them hope. It's nice.
It definitely builds my confidence. It makes me think I'm like the smartest person in the world.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
Yo tengo mi sitio con Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
I claim my spot with Georgia Match.
Man, you know how to do this? Man, I don't even know. I was flipping burgers last week.
Violation, unsportsmanlike conduct, impersonating a craftsman.
Skilled trade unions are well-trained career pros, not part-timers. Construction is a rewarding and lucrative career with advancement potential, but you have to do it the right way with the right training. Learn how you can be a pro. Find your career at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Beginning the morning you opened your eyes, we spent every waking moment preparing you for the day you'd leave our nest. Whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework, it's all prepared you for, what am I going to be when I grow up? Will you be ready?
After much thought, I made my decision to take my talents to the IBEW Local 613.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is not simply a job, it's a career. Visit IBEW613.org to begin a new future today.
We celebrate the athletes, the buzzer beaters, the record breakers, the wins. Now, it's time to celebrate the people behind it all. The advice givers, the community shapers, the game changers, the life changers. It's time to celebrate our coaches. Join all of us at BSN Sports and show your coach some love by sharing their story with #ThankYouCoach.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their athletic abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision. Our team brings it to life.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Welcome back, everybody. Brandon Adams, Rusty Manziel. You see the press box here on the campus of Hebron Christian Academy, but you don't see us inside that. A little smaller press box, going to make space for the coaches. That puts us tonight, kind of outside amongst the people, which is where we love to be.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's been an unbelievable atmosphere. High stakes tonight. Region title on the line here in Region 8-2A, and also a bye in the state's private school classification playoffs. So there's a lot for the winner here, and for the loser, obviously things get much more challenging once you get to the state playoffs. So that is what's at stake here. And so with that said, we'll get ready to show our highlights here coming up with Prince Avenue leading 21-10. You see Hebron getting ready to come out here, and Prince Avenue getting ready to come out here in just a moment. How about some first half highlights here to give you an idea of how all of this went down? A lot of excitement. Both teams began the game marching through drives to open things up here, and it was a lot of Andrew Beard here, the outstanding sophomore running back.
Yeah, he got going early, and Prince went 2 for 2 with 2 drives, and it was Andrew Beard time as they opened up. But Hebron comes right back with their opening possession, and you see their kind of game plan through the air, and they're able to capitalize those first 2 drives.
Yeah, it was a tale of running backs here to begin things. Beard, we just told you about. Then Devon Caldwell was a big part of the drive for Hebron Christian. Garrett Kemp also getting that catch, the NC State commit. But, man, a lot of excitement from Devon Caldwell. Caldwell, the starting quarterback here a year ago, but in as a tailback here this season. He's had an outstanding year and was a big weapon in the passing game here as these halftime highlights presented by the Mechanical Trades Institute continue. Here comes Beard again for Prince Avenue, taking the screen, turning on the Jets. This is a tremendous athlete inside the goal line, and then Jake Bobo in kind of the T formation gets the handoff. He got the touchdown, the starting quarterback, kind of as a running back there. Then it was more of Beard again.
Yeah, there's some great athletes on this field tonight. A lot of D1 players, but I'm telling you right now, number 5 is different.
Thomas Stallworth had a nice throw and catch there with Max Steve, but it would be a turnover. That got the ball back to Prince Avenue Christian. C.J. Dockery got the big reception inside the 5. Then another kind of bunch formation handoff going to Kyler Giddens. And it was Giddens who got the touchdown.
This was almost a huge break for Hebron late in the first half. Really 2 turnovers. Hebron turns it over inside the 5, and they're unable to get on that fumble inside the 5 on the same end of the field. We might be talking about a different score right here.
Yeah, it could have been a much tighter deficit. Instead, though, it's 11-point the advantage here. Hebron does get the ball to begin the second half, so we'll take one more quick timeout. We'll come back and show you third quarter action right after that on our drive for the GHSA state title, presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Now at McDonald's, buy one, get one for $1. Choose from a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. That sedentary inactivity is terrible for your health. It's time to add some extra steps to your day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. It's the easiest exercise you will ever do.
Ellipse fits perfectly under my desk, and it is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs. Increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger, too.
Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work. Loosen stiff joints and tight muscles, reduce swelling, alleviate cramps, and calm restless legs.
Ellipse is so smooth, so easy on my joints. My legs are stronger, my joints are no longer stiff. I can walk without pain. My mobility is as good as it was 20 years ago.
Other seated exercises produce harsh, jarring movement, but Ellipse's 46% larger rotational diameter provides more exercise plus ultra-smooth motion that's safe, super low impact, and feels great. Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Be one of the first 300 callers and get upgraded to the Ellipse Deluxe Bundle, a $100 value. Yours free. Get the faster motor that produces more than 5 miles worth of steps per hour, a non-slip mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. Really just all about the money.
third quarter getting set to begin. You see Prince Avenue running on the field. They lead 21-10 here over Hebron Christian. You see Rusty and me, we told you we're outside the press box here tonight. Now our crew had set us up with a nice tent, protect us from the elements, things like that, but it's a nice night. We decided to kind of pull that back. So we've kind of ripped apart our makeshift set here. But we got a great spot. You see all the crowd here around us. Everybody's having a good time. It's almost like sitting out in the bleachers in Wrigley Field or something like that.
We've got to have a few more cups if we're sitting in the outfield of Wrigley Field.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So Chip Dickens will get ready to kick it off to begin our third quarter. Dickens has kicked everything short on purpose thus far tonight. He'll do that again, although this is his longest kick of the evening. Fielded there at the 29-yard line. And pretty good field position again to begin this third quarter. That's Jarvis Matherin who had the return, setting up Hebron right there near the 40.
Yeah, Matherin is quick as a hiccup, the old saying. I mean, he was one little bitty slip up there for taking that one to the house.
One thing we have not seen an offensive wrinkle that we expect to from Hebron tonight, we have not seen Matherin at tailback yet.
Yeah.
Although I do expect that we'll do that, perhaps with Caldwell in as the Wildcat. That's been a look they've shown at times this year. Christian Garrett standing up on the right side, bringing pressure. Here he comes!
Whoa, they almost got there.
Stallworth shakes free. Takes a big hit, though, right there at the line of scrimmage. Judge Shoemaker delivers a big blow.
What a move by Christian Garrett. You want to see a pass rush move on a defensive lineman? Watch this move. We missed it on the replay, but he's in the backfield immediately. But watch 10 come up to finish this off.
So Stallworth avoided the sack and then took a big hit on the scramble.
One thing I want to note on Prince Avenue, they play very little players both ways at all as this game goes on.
Garrett still standing up. That's the 4-star. Here he comes again. Stallworth quickly through the hands of his intended target, though, Noah Hill. Hill appeared to have space and an opportunity, but not able to make that catch.
Again, pressure by Garrett off the edge. They had to turn it loose.
So quickly it's third down. Last time Hebron had the football, they had 3rd and 1 and could not convert. This is an important play here to begin the third quarter, looking at an 11-point deficit.
Cannot be more impressed with Christian Garrett. He is playing standing up for most of the night, but his pass rush has been outstanding.
Hand on the ground, left side of the defensive look that time, but it's going to be a timeout, though, called by Prince Avenue on that third down. Brady pass management score ticker rolling through. Brooks County, Irwin County, good game here tonight. We're watching that one closely. And speaking of Brady pass management, not only do they bring the score ticker to you, but they also take great care of you around the house when it comes to critters creeping in your attic. You call Brady Pass Management, you get a highly trained expert to kick those critters out. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if any critters return, you're covered at no additional cost. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. So interesting second half timeout already being used by Prince Avenue. And for Hebron, clearly a moment in which they want to try to extend this drive any way they can. You know, by reputation, Jonathan Guess is a coach that throughout his history has been a little bit more of a run-first guy than they've certainly shown tonight.
They've went after the Prince secondary a little bit in the past game, but they've had their hands full with number 55. So defensive lineman.
Jarvis Matherin will be the receiver all the way on the right side of the formation. That's the very top of your screen.
Empty set, empty backfield.
And a flag comes in.
Too many men on the field. It's got to be.
Boy, that's going to be a disappointing thing if you're Greg Vandegrift. That's going to go against Hebron.
I too. It looked like a big wall of guys. I was like, how many do they have on the field?
5 yards.
Man, that kills you coming out of a timeout, too. Kills you coming out of a timeout.
Boy, that's a big. Garrett gave a strong reaction. I almost thought it was going to go against Prince for a moment, but instead that was a celebration from him because it's going against Hebron, and that's a tough break coming out of timeout. That is not what you want.
Back to empty set, 3-by-2. third down.
Yeah, now you're looking at 3rd and 15. 5 receivers, empty backfield again. Pressure coming again. Stallworth getting away. That's going to be caught by Garrett there, Garrett Kemp. And it's going to be right. They're going to say.
Let's say no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, going to say it's short. Kemp thinks it's supposed to be a first down. He's not happy about that at all. Instead, it's going to be about, 2 yards short, right?
Fourth and about 2. They're going to run out two big guys. Bring the fullback in, 33, add an extra lineman, take out a wide receiver. Clock running, 15 seconds on the play clock. A lot of confusion right here, trying to figure out what you want on this big 4th and 2.
Garrett Kemp thought he had it. Officials didn't agree. Now you're looking at 5 to get the play off.
Got to go.
Stallworth moves his man in motion. With 1 second left, does not get it off.
Oh, my goodness. He called timeout. He got right to the official. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, so you saw timeout called.
Offense. First timeout of the half.
As the flag was coming in, Stallworth smart to get that timeout called while we have a chance. We'll also see the Hebron schedule here. Both Hebron and Prince Avenue have a common opponent. They both lost to Blessed Trinity. That's the only loss of the year for Hebron.
I talked to Blessed Trinity this week, and I'm going to tell you, they were very complimentary of both. 2 things they kind of gave me on the other end. They thought that Hebron had more team speed, and they thought the offensive line of Prince Avenue was a problem. Very complimentary of both teams.
And I would say that evaluation sort of held up pretty well thus far.
Yep.
In region play, it's been impressive from Hebron. Look at those scores. 66 against East Jackson, 45-0 over Hart County, 42-0 over Stevens County. This is the Hebron team that, by the way, when they first kind of moved up to 3A, in the previous, kind of classification back when we had 7A, a lot of the folks were around here weren't quite so sure they wanted to play some of those 3A teams, but, obviously they've kind of moved around classifications. They've gotten comfortable playing the likes of Stevens
Bring
County.
in an extra defensive lineman right here. 4th and a long 2.
Big moment here. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Stallworth, and he goes right up the middle. And he's going to go 53 yards for a touchdown on 4th down. Untouched almost. It's our electrifying play of the half from England and Stubbs. He almost mishandled the snap. It was a bit high, and then he just took it straight up the middle.
Great call, and I didn't see who it was, but they had one of the offensive linemen that got to the Prince linebacker. You see 2 Prince players go after the running back. He makes the right read and keeps it. And once the second-level linebacker was sealed off, it was a house call. Touchdown, Hebron Christian on a huge play to open the second half.
Cam Eblin's extra point is good, and just like that, we got a brand-new ball game. Both teams called timeouts on the first possession of the second half, and yet on a 4th and 2, Hebron changes the game. We'll be right back.
Nearly 1 in 4 U.S. consumers have been a victim of identity theft, even when they did all the right things to protect their personal information.
I did everything right, but an institution that had my data didn't, and now my identity's been stolen.
Banks, hospitals, employers, and other institutions all have your personal information too, and when they're exposed, careful monitoring of your accounts and credit won't be enough.
$110,000 of my hard-earned money gone.
The stakes are high, and even if you take steps to protect your personal information, you're not the only one who has it. Only LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second, alerting you to the widest volume of threats. And if you become a victim, a dedicated U.S.-based identity restoration specialist will fix it guaranteed. Plus, all LifeLock members are backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package, including reimbursement for stolen funds. Call now or go online and use promo code 35TV to save 35% off an annual plan for your first year.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Now at McDonald's, buy one, get one for $1. Choose from a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Here's to the legends of the game who paved the way for the stars of today.
Get out of his way!
Origin Sports showcases sports history that is as relevant today as it was in past. We deliver the stars, stories, moments, and games that define the very essence of sports.
Touchdown! Take on hammer time!
Because when you celebrate the past, you embrace the future. Origin Sports. Run it back.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is the largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colon and rectal cancers.
The Alliance is available and full of knowledge. Go straight there. Just get to the website.
Go to colorectalcancer.org.
Thomas Stallworth's rushing touchdown for Hebron has flipped this game. It's Prince Avenue still leading, but now by just 4 points. 10:03 to go, third quarter of play. 21-17 is our score. Brandon Adams, Rusty Manziel. Ashley carries in for Kaylee Manziel in our host position tonight. She's been doing a great job. Great to see Ashley back on camera.
She's come out of retirement tonight.
That's exactly right. Big fan of Ashley Gary, always have been.
Oh, man, new mom, great. Kills it on social media with her daughter, little Charlotte.
Eblin now will kick it off. Ball's going to go into the end zone, so that's our first touchback of the night. Everything else has been short kicks and returnables. In that case, though, Eblin just kicked it deep, and I'm sure Jonathan Guest's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, see who Prince comes back out with this possession at quarterback. You're also going to see if they just go back to their run game, number 5, Andrew Beard. Looks like it's going to be, who we got here?
It's Bobo and a quarterback.
Bobo
Yeah.
opened the second half, ended the half on a little just kind of run-out possession. Let's see if they get back into the rhythm with Andrew Beard in the run game.
Bobo's in the shotgun. Beard now goes in motion. Bobo going to keep it. Shotgun snap and going to do a quarterback keeper. Got across the 25. Got a nice gain that time.
We got a flag down. Yeah, good job there, Bobo. Bobbled the snap, but still picks up about 7. Couldn't tell the referees.
Face mask, 5 yards.
Yep.
On the defense.
Move the chains.
First down.
So tack on more yards, enough by virtue of the penalty for a first down. So Beard became eye candy there. Draw the attention of the defense, and that created some space for Bobo up the middle.
Yeah, they go design quarterback run there, quarterback power. Picks up about 7. Then you get the face mask, tack that on, first down.
A couple of deep safeties here for Hebron. They'll have their eyes on number 5. Almost everybody kind of packed tight in that box. Bobo will now throw. That's going to be a pass caught at the 45-yard line, out of bounds there. That's Thornton Hester, second catch of the night for Hester.
Nice job. Bobo delivered right there. Hester comes out of his break, but also Andrew Beard with a good block there in pass pro to give Bobo the time delivered. I love the play call, love the design. Good job there, hitting his receiver coming out of the break, and they're moving the chains again.
Yeah, all of a sudden, here comes Prince Avenue again. 9:26 to go, third quarter. 3 down linemen for Hebron. Fake handoff by Bobo, now throwing deep to the man. Through his hands, Hudson Hill. Bobo put it on the money, but it's incomplete.
Hill had him stacked, and Bobo throws it right to his receiver. It's just tough to look back over your shoulder.
It's a tough angle.
It's a perfect throw from Bobo to give only his guy an opportunity. Watch Hill have to come right back over just a tad bit long, but only his guy had a shot at it. Hill just unable to run under it there. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, when your back is to the ball as receiver, that's a very hard angle.
Tell you what, Prince coming out taking some shots here.
They are.
They go empty again. Got Beard spread out here in the slot.
5 receivers. Beard does go in motion. Bobo runs it again. Nick Wade was there to make the stop.
We got about 3rd and 7 maybe. Both quarterbacks, Musser and Bobo, bring the run game to you, so you don't have to change a ton there. Let's see if they get Dockery involved again. On that last throw to Hill, Dockery came open late across the middle. See what they do with 4 here at the bottom of your screen.
He'll be the right side of the formation. It is like 8 guys right there in the tackle box that meet Beard, but they don't touch him, though. Beard gets the first down.
Great job blocking by the Prince offensive line. Nobody was there for about 5 yards before they even got a hand on Andrew Beard. And
15 on the carry for Beard. I mean, there were Hebron bodies everywhere, and
Yep.
the man's down here.
65 got rolled a little bit. You see him there in the middle.
The starting right guard, Cody Mitchell.
Big Cody Mitchell. He's reaching for his.
It is our Northside Hospital injury report.
I don't like to see that. Knee braces on. Maybe that helped him and just kind of got rolled up for a second. But
yeah, Mitchell, one of 4 returning starters here for this Prince Avenue offense.
Well, they are very physical up front.
You got a couple of guys on the left side already getting a lot of college attention. Jake Athey, the left tackle, is a West Georgia commit. Mason Townsend's got an offer from Charlotte. We talked about Gabe Prince, the right tackle. That's the young guy, kind of the newcomer here to this offensive line, but you get the impression he's going to be a big-time college prospect in the years to come. And obviously Mitchell, one of the bedrock members of that offensive line, too, and it's nice to see him able to stand up and walk off on his own power.
Yep.
Number 65, Mitchell, shaking up on the plate.
Little hobbled there, but seems to be moving pretty well. So we'll wish him well to be able to get back in the game.
Let's see who they put in his spot. Looks like it's going to be 50. Bo Powell.
Big difference size-wise.
A lot of different size-wise.
First thing that jumps out to me.
Yeah, right guard, 50. Senior end, though.
Going to be a reverse. Bobo gets it on the flip and now throws, and it's intercepted. There to pick it off is Max Steve. Williamson was the intended target.
We got a flag.
There is a flag coming in, though. If it stands, it's a Max Steve interception.
I believe they held because the guy that was intended for gave a rough in the passer.
So that's going to keep the Prince Avenue possession alive.
Tried a little trickery coming out of the injury timeout.
Yeah, Bobo came around for the end around.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 15 yards previous spot, first down.
So that's a huge
turn. That's a
change in
huge
momentum.
Penalty. Huge penalty.
Let's see if we can see it
what
again.
We can see here. He turns this loose. Oh, yeah.
Pretty late.
Yeah,
that's pretty late.
They're going to call that.
That's a pretty straightforward call for the officials.
Not going to question that in high school, college, or pro.
Bobo now throwing. That's a pass caught. Fighting down to about the 23. That was Hudson Hill. Good job to make a man miss by Hill.
Interesting. Prince has went to the air to open this up. Good job of Hill getting something kind of out of nothing there. He was behind the line of scrimmage, caught the ball, made a move, picked up about 3, maybe 4. They're back on the line.
This is one of those things that, you could be just a regular fan and kind of watch and sort of count the bodies for Hebron right there near the goal line, the line of scrimmage. As a Beard again just will refuse to go down.
Standing here at halftime, and one of the Hebron fans looked at us and he goes, "Hey, where's number 5 going?" And I said, "He's a sophomore." He just put both hands over his head. And I said, "Yeah, that's going to be a problem for a while, my man. That one's going to be a problem for a couple more years."
So you can already see defensively, Hebron get a little bit more spread out. Bobo fakes the handoff, now throwing to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Great job by Jake Bobo. The initial read wasn't there. He didn't force it. Then he extends the play and threads the needle for a touchdown. Great no decision because they were trying to hit 17 on the seam up the middle. But you see Bobo pull it down.
Thornton Hester.
Well, that was a tight window.
Touchdown. And that puts Prince Avenue back up 10. And the PAT by Dickens is good. And so the touchdown that Hebron scores to open the third quarter, Prince Avenue comes marching down the field and gets it back on a 14-yard touchdown pass to Thornton Hester. We got explosive offenses on both sides.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting six figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting GoGCSO.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together, we can make a difference.
Customer service is everything in our industry, and one thing our clients love is when they call Breda, they get a live representative. At Breda, you get the attention you need and deserve right when you call in. Your appointment gets scheduled right then and there, and you get a specific time, no window of arrival. Our staff are your neighbors. They know what's going on in your community, and they're invested in doing it better.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Struggling with food insecurity can feel lonely, yet every community across America is affected by hunger, which is why our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste in an effort to donate 3 billion meals by 2025. Because we believe everyone should have access to fresh, delicious food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger, Zero Waste Foundation to defeat hunger and eliminate food waste.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom. It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling so
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
The drive for the GHSA state title is presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Transform your future today.
All right, welcome back here. You see Jonathan Guest, the Hebron coach, really getting after the referee on what we presume is an argument about the roughing the passer call that negated a Hebron interception, kept the drive alive for Prince Avenue, and that's where things stand right now, 28-17.
That's just a tough call because the momentum of that. You intercept, the next thing you know, you give up a touchdown a couple plays later. But everything I saw, that's a roughing the passer on every level.
Even though Bobo didn't line up as a traditional quarterback, that doesn't change that scenario,
No,
right?
No.
You see Buford up big on Mill Creek right now, 32-7, our Breda Pest Management score ticker. Richmond Hill pulled an upset against Valdosta a couple of weeks ago, but not having as much luck against the Packers of Colquitt County tonight.
How about Lowndes and Valdosta?
Wintersville Classic tonight.
They pre-sold out 15,000 tickets. Sold out.
That's amazing.
Like, people were trying to get tickets today online on Twitter. They were asking to buy extra tickets.
So Hebron back here offensively. It's Stallworth still in at quarterback. They'll have a back to his right. Two receivers left side of the formation. Garrett stands up right side of the defense. Stallworth now running right side. He's been dangerous with his legs. Flag came in too.
Got a flag back here. Normally where that is, because of him getting out on the edge, usually you want to say a holding.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down if it counts, but it very likely will not.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Pushing behind the chains, Coach Guest. Not happy about that. But I'll tell you one thing about Stallworth. Seeing him tonight in person, he's impressive,
Holding.
especially with his legs.
Offense. 10-yard penalty, previous spot. Repeat, first down.
So instead of it being 1st and 10, all of a sudden now you're going to back it up and make it 1st and 20, all the way now back to the 10-yard line. So Hebron going the wrong direction to begin this drive.
Big 72 there, Adam Cannon. Came to my camp as a 9th grader, playing tight end. I looked at him and said, hey, man, your running route days are over. Now a big 6'5" left tackle for Hebron Christian.
Hollingshed goes in motion. Stallworth going to look
got
at it. He's going to have it got wide open. It's going to be caught. Midfield.
He's
now
gone.
running. Turning
gone.
on the afterburners. 20-10. 5. Touchdown. Jarvis Matherin.
You talking about shot out of a cannon? Matherin has another gear. He runs right by the Prince defensive back, Judd Shoemaker, and Stallworth delivered a long ball for a strike, and it was over, Brandon, at that point.
90 yards on the score.
Watch this gear right here. Gone. He can fly.
Matherin is an electric player.
Junior wide receiver. Look at that speed right there. That's knockout speed. Holy smokes.
It's our scoring recap presented by Breda Pest Management. Eblin will come on and try the PAT. Kick is away, and it's good. And it's back to a 4-point margin again.
A pretty good answer on 1st and 20. You go 90.
These offenses have been fantastic. We may
Encroachment. Defense.
Yeah, so it's going to be an offside for the defense. But that doesn't matter because
That's
the
a
kick
dead ball
was good.
foul, guys.
Okay, actually, they're going to make him come back and kick it again. The encroachment is going to happen before the kick. They're going to have to come back out here and do it again. They're not going to be allowed to decline that penalty. And we'll also remind you about our social media showcase here presented by Gordo's Cheese Dip. You can stamp a photo of yourself at a game and use the hashtag Gordo's and Score Atlanta for your chance to be featured on air during next week's game. So make sure you do that and be a part of the fun. Gordo's Cheese Dip, a big part of what we do on high school football each and every Friday night here on the drive for the GHSA state title.
Yeah, Hebron had to get their offense, get everybody back, get their helmets back on to get on the field.
Yeah, because the encroachment happens as a dead ball before the ball was snapped, you can't decline that. You have to come back out here and do it again. Any thought of putting your offense on the field here from a shorter field?
They're looking at it. He's talking to them.
It would turn what would be a 4-point deficit with a PAT into a 3-point deficit. And they've got a good kicker in Eblin that brings the field goal back into play. They are going to bring the offense here, so they're going to use the penalty to their advantage and try to get 2 points out of this. It is not a Wildcat look. Matherin, who scored the touchdowns, on the far right side.
Boy, their splits are wide. You got to watch a slant, something inside here.
Going to be straight ahead. Stallworth is going to convert the 2-point conversion. So he's become a weapon with his legs here in this second half.
Been very impressed. Threw a great ball there. They go really wide on their formation there. And they were just trying to take numbers out of the box. Design quarterback run. 2-point conversion off a penalty. We got a 3-point game, Brandon.
So it's almost like they wanted the PAT. They didn't want him to come back out here and do it again.
Yeah.
And then they thought, well, if we got to come back out here in a short field.
Oh, analytics, baby.
Yeah, maybe we just come out here and find a way to get 2 points out of this. And the 3-point margin matters because they trust their kicker, Cam Eblin, if it comes down to that. You see what Matherin has done, coming into tonight.
I'll tell you, to be honest with you, didn't know enough about him. That is an electric player. 14 touchdowns tells you, and he has got great speed. One of the fastest players I've seen this year in any classification.
And look at the Hebron students and the cheerleaders, everybody fired up now. The atmosphere in this stadium is unlike anything that it's been since this game kicked off. This is anybody's football game. Hebron folks definitely back in it now. But this is a Prince Avenue offense that for the most part has gotten whatever it's wanted here tonight. And they're about to get the football back. Cam Eblin will kick it. It will be high, returnable. Still running over there.
He's got some area out
Gideon
here.
Garland found a seam, not going to slide down to the 35. So he cut all the way back down to the left side. And then Gideon Garland turned that into pretty good field position to begin the drive now for Prince.
I believe that was Stallworth on the tackle. I believe 16 came all the way across the field. It was 15. Mason Hardy couldn't see the number from that side of the field. But if he didn't make that tackle, that's a huge play, potentially touchdown.
Okay, so let's talk about Prince Avenue here for a moment. They were very aggressive through the air on their last drive. Do they get back down to Beard and go on the ground again now?
Yeah, you would think right here. Bobo stays in the game.
Bryce Williamson goes in motion, becomes a man on the right side. It's going to be Bobo keeping it. He's going to be wrapped up at the 37. Got about 2 that time on first down.
Don't give him more than that. Got about 4, I believe. Got more than you think there.
Give
him 3. Give him 3, yeah. Yep. Weird angle.
It is a very unusual.
A weird angle.
I'm going to use a phrase that I'm not smart enough to use. It's a little bit of a parallax view based on kind of where we are right now. Ball sits on the 38. 5:44. Williamson now in motion again. Bobo fakes the handoff to Beard. Bobo looking, coming, pressure on him. He gets to the 40, a couple of more yards. Flag comes in at the end.
Late flag. I believe that's going to be on Prince. They tried to go wheel route to the 17 out of the tight end position, and Hebron covered it. Bobo tucks it up. We'll see what this flag is late.
Personal foul. Offense. Dead ball foul.
Let's see what happened here.
Right here at the end. Yeah, get it on 75 Townsend there, and cannot do that late. Cannot lose your temper there. Cost your team 15.
So we saw Hebron strike big after a penalty a moment ago. Is it Prince's turn to do that now? You're looking at 3rd down and long after the 15-yard penalty. Bobo's in the empty backfield. Beard goes in motion to the left side. Pressure coming. Bobo's got time. Going to crank it up and throw it deep. He's got a man. Contact. Penalty.
Yeah, that obviously in the area of pass interference.
So keep in mind, too, in high school football, this is a 15-yard penalty. It is not an automatic first down.
See if he gets his head around here.
Pass interference, defense. Repeat the down.
So you get 15 yards, but you do not get an automatic first down in high school football.
Oh, yeah, he runs right through him. You got to turn
Pretty
around.
easy call.
Yeah, he's shielded there. You got to at least get your head around. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Thornton Hester almost made a pretty impressive catch on that.
Last time on 3rd and 5, they run the ball to Andrew Beard. See what they do right here.
Beard is in as a traditional tailback right now. Williamson goes motion left side. Bobo has to grab the snap, and he's going to go down.
That's the play. Yep.
Carrington Coombs, the Georgia Tech commit, one of the first men through.
Some confusion on the snap. Had a bad snap. Then there was some confusion between Bobo and Beard. By that time, Hebron Christian was all over it and ate the play up. See what happens here.
Yeah, the bobbled snap just slowed the play down long enough, and Hebron was all over it. Coombs, the first one through.
Two kind of bang-bang plays there. In the end, Hebron defense stops them.
Matherin.
They call a timeout. They call a timeout.
So that leaves Prince with only one left.
Wow.
They called a timeout right to begin the half. They call a timeout again.
Prince Avenue.
Prince Avenue has only one timeout left here in the second half.
I saw Coach Vandergrift trying to move a player. Maybe he thought they were going to come after them, and they didn't have it set up to block well. He was very animated on the sideline, trying to get a player to move over. When he couldn't, he went ahead and called the timeout. Because on 4th 11, you got to think it's a threat.
Yeah,
to call a timeout.
Jake, you got to be worried about giving up a touchdown to create a timeout for that. So Jake Bobo is the punter. It's Matherin who scored the touchdown a moment ago. He'll be the kind of right side return man. And then Devin Caldwell, another dangerous athlete. He's on the left. Bobo gets off a very high punt. Dropped and then fallen on right away. Caldwell just got right back on it.
That ball was a knuckleball. I mean, there was literally no spin on it.
It was actually Matherin who got on that one. Some of the Hebron folks wanted a late hit on that recovery of the drop punt. You see what Hebron's done. 2 drives here resulting in touchdowns to begin the third quarter. If they score again, they'll take the lead.
2 for 2.
Stallworth takes the snap, throwing. That's going to be a pass caught right there at the sideline by Noah Hill. Senior comes up with a big catch.
And that was a great throw. Great throw. Coming out of the break, Prince had an overhang safety almost right there. He still threaded the needle right in front of him. Watch this.
Puts it right on the money.
Good throw.
Good enough for another first down.
Prince giving 2 deep look.
Stallworth fakes the handoff, now throwing, and it's intercepted through the hands of a receiver and into the hands of Judge Shoemaker. And Shoemaker's been a turnover machine this year. There's a flag down, but if it stands, this is going to be the 4th interception of the year for Shoemaker.
Man, I thought the ball hit the turf. See what right here.
It's a bang-bang play.
Yeah, it's hard to see. If we got the replay one more time, let's see where that ball, if it comes off the receiver, almost see what happens here. Can't tell from that angle, but obviously
not much of an argument from the Hebron side.
I will say that, not much of an argument at all. So, wow, what a turnover.
This game has turned into a wild affair here. Now it's back to Beard. Beard gets a couple there on first down.
See what we got right here. Watch, it's going to come right in the middle where the helmet is on the field.
I mean,
it's just hard to tell, but there's no argument from Hebron.
I'm going to use the line we always use when it comes to replays. It's certainly not conclusive that it touches the ground.
Yep. And you're right, because the Hebron did not have a ton of reaction. Even the player on the field wasn't telling the sidelines. He just kind of stood there like, what just happened?
Bobo throwing towards the end zone. Fight for the football. A little bit of a shove over there. Dockery tried to create some space for himself, and it's incomplete.
He almost caught that one-handed.
Yeah.
He almost caught that one-handed, almost like last night. Probably maybe a little push-off there from Dockery as well at the end. Watch them almost one-hand this.
Dockery's got great size.
Yes, you got to get him involved a little bit more as the year goes on.
3rd and 8.
They pick up 2 or 3 here. This might be a 2-down territory for them.
Hebron will crowd the tackle box again. Couple of backs in for Prince. Bobo keeping it himself. He finds room. He crosses the 15, and he gets a first down.
That's what Bobo brings to the game right now. That run game for him that makes you defend all 11 players on the field. And he moves the chains, man.
Jake Bobo was not the starting quarterback to begin the season. Ben Musser was.
Yes.
But when Bobo did come in to kind of spell Musser at a time in which Musser was still, as only a sophomore, trying to figure some things out, there was a definite level of comfort that Bobo, the senior, had that Musser did not have. And it's plays like that where you just sort of see a young man that's just much older and just frankly a lot more high school football under his belt.
Making you defend all 11 players.
Bobo looking to throw now. And he's going to go down. Sacking him. Carrington Coombs again.
Got to turn loose of that ball. Either got to throw it to the back of the corner or get rid of it, because a player like Coombs is going to get there. He was trying to throw this fade to corner to C.J. Dockery. Right now, you want Bobo to throw this away, but too late at that point. The Georgia Tech commit Coombs got on him. Loss of about 10, maybe 11. Actually, they're going to bring up 2nd and 20 now.
So clock ticking, minute 40, third quarter. Bobo now going to throw again. Fight for the football, and had a chance to catch it. Thornton Hester was there. Not able to connect, though. That's going to bring up third down. Hester kind of got behind the defense there.
Hebron guy tipped it right at the last minute.
Yeah, good job by Stroud Morris.
Yes.
Yeah, Stroud Morris not quite the same look as some of those college-level prospect defensive backs, but Morris showing you that he's been making plays like that all season long. Here's Bobo again. Bobo now running to the 11. Got 13. That's going to make it, 4th and 7 now?
And if we're going to see what they are with the kicking game, they're going to bring on the field goal unit there. And good job by Bobo there, picking up about 8, 9, 10 yards. Actually 11 yards.
So Chip Dickens is going to be the kicker here. This will be almost exactly a 30-yard kick. Hold is down, the kick is away, and it's no good.
Great stop there by Hebron. Keep this within 3.
So Prince Avenue's used multiple kickers here this season. You get the impression, talking to both coaches, that Jonathan Guest a little bit more confident in his special teams than perhaps Coach on the other side for Prince Avenue is, and obviously it comes up big right there. We'll be right back.
Dang, where you get this car?
You need to join the union.
The union?
Absolutely. You can get 10 of these.
Union construction workers earn the highest wages with the best benefits and the most protection in the construction industry. Find your career in construction. Go to GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com and start your future today.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
We celebrate the athletes, the buzzer beaters, the record breakers, the wins. Now, it's time to celebrate the people behind it all. The advice givers, the community shapers, the game changers, the life changers. It's time to celebrate our coaches. Join all of us at BSN Sports and show your coach some love by sharing their story with #ThankYouCoach.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision, our team brings it to life.
I've used R.S. Andrews 15 years, purchased 2 heating and air systems, so I rely on their technicians for service. I call, they come, it's fixed. And I appreciate Andrews' commitment. He gives it his all. That's how R.S. Andrews makes me smile.
Yikey Wawa! Running out of hot water is one way your water heater cries out for help. Call R.S. Andrews. Get a water heater rejuvenation. Your water heater gets added life, you get more hot water. Another way R.S. Andrews makes you smile today.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com drive for the GHSA state title is sponsored by Gordo's Fiesta Every Day, Northside Hospital, your source of strength, the Mechanical Trades Institute, the best kept secret everyone should know about. Dog Nation. Visit DogNation.com for the latest Georgia team news and recruiting information. Georgia Match. Claim your spot at a Georgia college today by visiting gafutures.org. And by Georgia High School Sports Daily. Live at noon Monday through Friday on the Peachtree Sports Network and Atlanta News First app.
Welcome back. 44 seconds to go in our third quarter.
Good
Let's
angle
go back
here.
and see a big moment here early and a great angle of this.
Yes, hit right off his right forearm. Great camera angle, guys. And that's why we didn't see any argument from the Hebron side.
So that interception got Prince Avenue another possession, but it ends with no points after
Correct.
a missed field goal. And now it's Hebron trailing 3 with the football again. Stallworth's going to go down.
Good job on coverage there on the back end for Prince. They want to take a shot coming out of the timeout. Tried to look at Kip. Brody Talbert had him one-on-one there on the bottom of the screen. Allowed the defensive line to get there, but they had 2 verticals there trying to take a shot.
Third quarter about to come to an end. We're just 15 seconds left.
Man, we got another quarter to go.
And Hebron may, can you believe that?
Wow. What a game.
Hebron may be content to let this go down. 4 fingers in the air here on the Hebron sideline, and that's the case.
Wow.
The Lions have never won a region championship. Their opponent on the other side of the field has won back-to-back state championships. Someone's going to win Region 8-2A. Someone's going to be set up as a top 8 seed in the private school classification state playoffs. The next 12 minutes are going to be drama-filled. So, folks, stay right where you are.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Why would you buy life insurance from anyone else when Senior Life gives you all your money back? It's simple. When other companies say they save you a percentage of your money, Senior Life says we give it all back. That's right. With return of premium life insurance from Senior Life, we don't save you a percentage of your money, we give it all back, 100%. It works like this. If you pass away while you're insured, your loved ones get a check for the coverage amount you chose. But if you're still living at the end of the term, you get back all the money you paid, guaranteed. Spend it any way you wish. While others may talk about saving you money, Senior Life is the only one giving it all back. Return of premium term life insurance gives you protection if you need it and 100% cash back if you don't. Get all your money back with return of premium life insurance from Senior Life. Call the number on your screen now for free information. You have no obligation. Call now.
Welcome back. You see the region standings here, and this probably deserves a little bit of explanation. So Hebron and Prince both 4-0 in the region, but keep in mind that they will not be competing in the AA state playoffs. That's a public school state playoff. They'll be in the private. Stalwart's going to throw deep. Incomplete, but a big arm from Stallworth.
He turned that loose. It was 10 yards past everyone else.
Destin Matthews, targeted for the first time tonight, was the intended receiver. So to finish the point we're making, so the winner of this region, what you really get for winning the region is one of those top 8 seeds in the private school classification state playoffs. The loser going to be forced to play in round 1 and potentially a much earlier matchup, possibly assuming that Savannah Christian does win, the number 1 team in the state, a much earlier matchup with a team like that. $11:54 now.
Bringing the blitz.
Pressure coming on Stallworth. Stallworth gets free. Now throwing again deep. Fight for the football. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that's over his head, but
Luke Darling had nice coverage.
Took a shot. Stallworth takes a shot there from big Christian Garrett.
Both these teams more than happy to play to the echo of the whistle tonight.
No doubt. I'm telling you, this is that like semifinal feel. You know what I mean? Like every play understands speed of the game. Prince brings up Gideon's there late. Boy, that was close.
Yeah.
Garrett gets right there at the whistle.
Instead, it's going to be now a 4th down, and
I'm telling you, you've got it covered because number 5 is deep right here. And you have to hold your breath every time he has the football.
It's been a quiet second half for Beard thus far.
They kick it away.
Good punt, high over his head.
Yeah, I thought he kicked it to the left.
Gonna roll.
Great kick.
Inside the 35. Big punt there by Cam Eblin, who's had a good night tonight. A lot of that's been as a place kicker, but that as a punter was beautiful. And we'll also give a shout out to our friends at Breda Pest Management. No matter the season, no matter your pest issue, Breda Pest Management is going to protect your home inside and out from bugs, termites, wildlife, and mosquitoes. Breda's proud to sponsor Georgia High School athletics. You can get started at BredaPest.com. That's BREDA, BredaPest.com.
Looks like Prince is going to go with Bobo. He's back in, and at this time, Beard's got to get the ball right here.
He has been very quiet in the second half.
You've got to get 5 involved.
Especially just given the fact
Run
that
the clock.
Hebron certainly anticipates that they're sending a bunch of guys to the line of scrimmage. They do meet Bird there at the line, and it's going to be lost yardage. That's the best defensive look they've given to a Beard carry all night.
Yeah, big Season John, the Virginia defensive line commit. He ate that up. I still like the play call. Let's get 5 a couple chances here. Going to bring up 2nd and 12, though. Hebron Christian defensive line does a great job right there on 1st down.
Jonathan Gass has called John, he calls him a monster, right? He says, listen, this is as good as a defensive lineman maybe exists in Gwinnett County, that exists here in this state. He's on his way to Virginia, but this is a guy that had all kinds of scholarship attention. Hand now to Beard. Beard trying to cut the corner left side, going to go out of bounds right there at the 33. Got a couple.
Good job there. Getting the play, stringing it out, getting him to the sidelines. Picks up about 3 or 4. Got to bring up 3rd and 9.
Down. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down now, and 3rd and pretty long.
Here's what you got to watch. If you go man-to-man coverage, you got to watch Bobo here with his legs if they run everybody off. So you got to have somebody to account for the quarterback if you're Hebron.
Dockery, who had a big catch earlier, is the right side of the formation. Hill, a dangerous receiver, is in motion. Bobo takes the snap, rolling right side, looking at Hill. Hill makes the catch, and he gets the 1st down. Great job by Hudson Hill to find the chains, get out of bounds, and move for a fresh set.
I love the play call there by John Rick. Move Bobo out of the pocket, gets a clear view, and Hill's already in motion. Bobo delivers a strike. Hill does the rest. Big 3rd down conversion right there after facing a 2nd and 12. 2 plays later, they move the chains.
10:39. Clock's got to be in the mind of Greg Vandegrift. Dockery is in motion. Handoff goes to Beard. Beard finds some room over there. Got to about the 48. May have gotten 5 that time.
Still like the play call. I mean, he picks up 4.5 there. He's just different. Number 5 is just different player, man. It kind of been quiet in the second half after having a great opening half. Got the Alabama gloves there. I talked to Uncle Garrison about that.
Listen, that's not how you
I might cut you off the Christmas list.
That's not how you teach them to do it down in Lincolnton. I promise you that. That's not what they do down there in Red Devil country. Here's Hill in motion again. You fake the jet sweep to him. You give it back to Beard. Beard hit right away. See Sean John.
Boy, I tell you.
Beautiful play.
These two defensive linemen, these two ACC commits, Christian Garrett on one side and big Sean John there, 98. Been making plays all night.
And if you want to talk about the difference between Georgia high school football and other states, this is lower classification private school teams.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
We've got
oh, yeah.
power four defensive line commits on both sides.
Yeah, you got multiple P4 coaches on this sideline there right now, too.
That's Georgia high school football right there. So 3rd and 5. The bleachers where we're standing literally shaking underneath our feet. These Lions fans want to stop. Prince knows a first down makes their chances of winning far greater. And Beard fights for it and gets there. Flag comes in.
Late hit, maybe.
Beard was going for extra effort, and he used it to get the first down and a little bit more, but the flag comes in
on the sideline there. See what they call here, but from that area, at that part of the play.
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run,
big penalty.
First down.
How about Lee County and Houston County putting up 111 combined points tonight?
True.
Lee County up pretty big there right now.
I tell you, we talk about that region every year, but somebody's got to play number 4 from that region. I mean, there's some coaches go, hey, we won a region championship. Well, guess what? Houston County's coming to town next week.
Yeah, exactly.
How about Milton pulls away on Roswell, 35-20.
What a season for Milton. Obviously, they'll have the biggest target on their back going into the state playoffs, of course, now in 5A. That's the handoff. Different running back this time. That's Gideon Garland getting the carry.
Yeah, right after that play, I saw Andrew Beard give the helmet tap. Let me get just a little bit of breather. He comes right back in the game.
Yeah, comes in quickly.
Gain of 3 yards brings up second down.
Coming into the season, 1,278 yards. Getting spelled by Garland there. Brody Tolbert also running off. Making some space for C.J. Dockery to come back in the game. 8:29 and counting. Prince Avenue deliberate on purpose. Play clock shows 9. Bobo handoff, ball came free. There's a fight for the football. Prince may have gotten it back. Looked like a lineman fell on it, and he did. Heads up play there.
Man, if you're Hebron, you got to think, what can we do to get a fumble? See what happens here as they go through Beard.
Yeah, you know who that was. A great job there by Jack Mostiller, the linebacker.
Strips it out from behind.
I love what Jonathan Guest said about Mostiller and Albert Willem and guys like Stroud Morris, these really good high school players. These are not guys going to be playing college level.
Yeah.
But Mostiller's had a great year as a linebacker, and he almost came up with the big turnover there.
3rd and 5. You got to believe this is 2-down territory after that last field goal attempt. So see what they got in the bag for 2 plays, 3rd and 5. Got to watch Bobo in the run game, maybe.
There may have been movement.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
that might have saved them.
So a timeout there prevents what might have been,
Timeout,
3rd and 10.
Prince Avenue.
But by my count, Prince Avenue is out of timeouts. Timeout to begin the game, or to begin the half. Timeout if you
punt.
Yeah, and then timeout right here. Yep. By my count, Prince Avenue is out of timeouts.
Hey, listen, where my end?
By the way, the scoreboard also shows that too. Shout out to Hebron Christian scoreboard that's been correct all night long.
Man,
you sort of train yourself to not always look at the scoreboard because, people get busy. Sometimes the scoreboard's not always. Let's listen in on the Hebron sideline here.
Hey, take hard count.
Talking about hard count. It's smart.
Hey, watch the ball.
Watch the ball, hard count.
It's almost like you're watching the PGA Tour on NBC. You got to have a nice live mic moment. I'm just talking over the whole thing.
Yep. I like to hear that of high school kids. Watch the hard count.
Yeah, smart.
Very, very well-coached football team here at Hebron.
3rd and 5 now. Beard is the tailback.
He is.
Everybody's bunched together. Now it's Hester that goes out to the left side of the formation. Hill going out there too. They're trying.
Yes, they try to get
Hebron's
him.
watching hard count. They're trying to give you a different look to draw you offside. Play clock shows 3. Bobo takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. Power forward, trying to get what he can, and it's not going to be good enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You call that play knowing you're going for it on 4th down. Try to see if you can get a quarterback power, and try to do 2 motions there to get them to jump off sides on the hard count. Knowing you're going to go for it here, try to go quarterback power. Bobo is going to pick up about 2.
Okay, so the ball, help me with this, Russ, he's going to sit on the 24, right?
Yep.
Going to sit on the 24. They need the 22.
6 minutes ago, it's a huge play.
Bobo in shotgun. Flag's going to come in. They're going to get a false start. Does that change the decision if you're Prince Avenue?
That's going to change the play, probably.
False start offense.
But I don't know that that last attempt, you try a field goal here.
It's 6:35, clock becoming a factor.
See if they get Hill involved here or Dockery.
Ball rests on the 37 here on 4th down.
A lot of motion for Prince, a lot of pre-snap movement.
Bobo, pressure coming. He's going to run straight ahead. He's going to find the 1st down yardage. Heads up play by the senior quarterback.
I'm telling you, man, you're seeing a kid come alive tonight right here.
It's a similar play to the one that Stallworth scored on for Hebron.
This makes quarterback draw, all it is. Great job by the offensive line getting up on the 2nd level, and Bobo does the rest. And that is such a problem when you have to defend the run against the quarterback.
About to go under 6 minutes. Bobo again keeps it himself. Took a hard hit that time. 2nd down now coming up.
He's gained more rushing yards tonight than his dad did in 30 years. I can promise you that. Zero doubt.
Of course, folks know Mike Bobo is a longtime college coach, but he's also in our Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame as a player, going back to his time at Thomasville. Also the Bulldogs there, although Bulldogs of a different color. We're in the red zone now, presented by IBEW, Local 613. Looking at 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. You see the shift defensively from Hebron. Bobo handoff to Beard. Beard gets a nice gain, another 1st down.
You're starting to see the Prince offensive line kind of take this thing over a little bit.
Clock ticking under 5 minutes. That 1st down good enough to make it 1st and goal now. 18 to snap it. You got to think that Prince wants to squeeze out every second they can. Even with a score, though, the game doesn't end because of the potent nature of these offenses. Bobo hands to Beard. Beard hit right there at the line of scrimmage.
God, both of these teams are playing hard, man. Nothing easy right here. Nothing easy.
Hebron does have 2 timeouts. When do you think about using those?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good. You go right here and see where they're at.
Here's Bobo now looking left. Hit and gonna go down.
Listen.
Big play defensively by Hebron.
Huge play there by. See what happened there.
So third down now. Coombs and Mostiller were in there again.
3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, Prince Avenue missed a field goal on its last possession. Play clock now shows 6.
Dockery wide split at the bottom.
Bobo instead going to dump off the screen. Running still down the sideline. It's a touchdown.
Wow.
On 3rd down, Andrew Beard gets his 2nd touchdown of the night.
I want you to see how quick he gets up the field, Brandon.
It's our scoring
we
recap.
We got a player down on the sideline from Hebron.
Timeout for injury.
Scoring recap brought to you by Breda Pest Management.
Look at the balance he keeps to finish this run off in the end zone.
I'm going to go back to something you said earlier. You know, I asked you the question because I have heard the recruiting chatter of, boy, people think this would be a great safety. Think he'd be a great defensive back. But when you show that kind of balance coming down the sideline,
natural instinct.
It's a natural instinct of playing the running back position.
I'm
reminded of what you said earlier in the game, that you said, hey, to me, he's a running back, and it's not just because he's Garrison's nephew.
Yeah, there's some frustration there. But here's the thing. Can he play safety at the next level? Absolutely he can. But what does he do to impact the game, and what is he natural at? Remember we tried to play Miko Harmon at corner.
That's right.
He's playing NFL at wide receiver.
That play right there did not look like an athlete playing running back. It looked like an actual running back.
No doubt.
Instinctive.
Vision, balance, everything.
It looked like a true running back.
And again, people that are watching this tonight, this is a sophomore.
The story for Prince Avenue is remarkable. You know, it's Aaron Philo at quarterback. It's Brock Vandergrift before that. This is the most, you can make, it is the most prolific passing attack in Georgia high school football the last few years.
Credit to them, man.
And this year, it's a total transformation. A lot of this offense this year, 1,300 yards almost coming in tonight. This is a reinvented Prince Avenue offense. And obviously the results speak for themselves here right now. A PAT would make the lead 10 again.
Let's get back to this extra point. We'll go back to a key play here.
So Chip Dickens hits it off the left upright, and that's no good. So the lead stays 9.
I can tell you this. I know Greg Vandergrift, a couple more of those, they'll go for 2 all year.
Certainly you got to consider that here. But for now, it's a 9-point lead and a quick timeout, and we'll come back and see if Hebron can cut back into this deficit again.
So when I got in the program, I was 18. At the time, I think the most appealing thing was, I could start out going to school and making money while I'm going to school. Not coming out in 4 or 5 years, $30,000, $40,000 in debt. That was the biggest attraction to this. I got in 3 days after graduation and hadn't looked back.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JATC provides apprentices with free training and careers that are stable and essential to the operation of the modern world. Both craft jobs and management positions offer lucrative pay with benefits as well as the stability of a growing industry. Skilled journeymen in the sheet metal industry are essential to our community now and in the future. Learn more about free technical training with no student debt at our website, careersinsheetmetal.com.
Planting season is here, and it's time to give your yard the perfect touch from the professionals at Personal Touch Lawn Care. Why Personal Touch? Courteous service, attention to detail, and a desire to give you the best lawn in your neighborhood.
They have the knowledge and skills to do anything that I would need.
Call now for a 25% discount on design and consultation services.
Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Personal Touch Lawn Care, 770-908-1238, or online at ptlcatlanta.com.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom. It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some
In the the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
All right, welcome back. You see the score, 34-25. Prince Avenue builds a lead after an Andrew Beard touchdown, his second of the night. And now with 3:02 left in the game, we'll see if Hebron has a response. Short kick, loose ball.
I can say this, Brandon, regardless of the outcome, both of these teams can win the state championship.
They absolutely
I'm
can.
telling you right now, both of these teams can win this private classification state championship.
If you're a Savannah Christian watching this game, you obviously see
Fellowship Christian,
Fellowship,
North Cobb, Wesleyan, all those schools. I'm telling you right now, there's some really good football teams, but without hesitation, both of these teams can get on a run and win the state championship.
Well, I think one of the things that you like is, and Jonathan Guest said this about Prince Avenue, I would imagine Greg Vandergriff would say the same thing about Hebron, is that Coach Guest saying of Prince, this is the most balanced team I've seen them have. As you see Caldwell getting a chance to get a carry. He gets across the 45, up near the 48, got about 18 on first down.
Hebron's got so much speed, man. They stress you every play.
But to finish the point that you were making, that these are both teams that have the firepower both offensively and defensively. The complementary football, they've got that. Caldwell now going over to the right side of the formation. Stallworth again from an empty backfield takes a low snap, throwing towards the sideline. That's Caldwell again. Caldwell driven into the turf there by the linebacker, Mac Bradley.
And really the way they've attacked Prince is kind of taken Bradley out of the game. You know what I mean? Those downhill thumpers.
It's been a quiet night for him because they've stayed out of the middle of the field.
They've stayed outside the hashes and tried to go down the field against Prince. See Beard rotating in at safety, at a deep safety right here.
Stallworth just methodically leading this drive down the field. They're down to the 34. Give him 14 more. Clock still shows 2:06.
Playing a lot of zone here, trying to keep everything in front. See if they change up right here.
Stallworth now, hand off to Caldwell. Caldwell inside the 15, down to the 11. They call it the 13-yard line.
Man, they have stormed right down the field. First down at about the 12 for Hebron in the red zone. Great block there by one of the Hebron offensive linemen on a Prince linebacker.
Prince showing pressure now. They're coming at the Stallworth, and I believe they jumped too soon.
It'll be another 5 yards. Gideon's tried to come off the edge and time his blitz. Came across the line of scrimmage.
You know, I didn't mention this at the time, but I will say, after Hebron allowed the touchdown to Prince, that is where our score stands now. This sideline, this stands.
Defense, 5 yards.
Got really deflated pretty
quick.
quick.
Start on the snap. We're under the 2-minute warning.
And you'll see easy call for the officials to make. But this was a deflated sideline after the Beard touchdown. All of a sudden now you find some new life again.
Yeah, when you go 3rd and goal, and you give up 3rd and 20, and you give up a touchdown on a screen.
Stallworth keeping it himself. Straight up the middle. He scores a touchdown from 9 yards out.
Don't count him out just yet. What an answer by Hebron. Right down the field on Prince. Couple of passes, couple of big plays, penalty, and a touchdown. Great block there, sealing off 17. You see that by one of the Hebron offensive linemen, and the quarterback Stallworth just walks in.
Hebron's got 2 timeouts. They can stop it twice. PAT makes it a 2-point game if you want to start thinking about the possibility of a game-winning field goal. Mishandled snap. Eblin tried to kick it off the turf. Luke Darling came in and just fell on the football for Prince to stop the play. So a special teams miscue.
That is a big play. Keeps it to 3, Brandon.
So a field goal now obviously wouldn't win it for Hebron. they would need that to tie. And
got to go onside here with 2 timeouts
you
left.
have to. Hebron special teams, by the way, have been solid all night long, but the miscue there. Yeah, you would think you've got to go onside. You would think that for Prince Avenue, they'll have hands team on the field. But both these teams have kicked it short tonight so much anyway, it's not going to look altogether different from what we've seen before. Take me through what Eblin's going to try to do with his foot here.
Well, it's according. I mean, we've seen a lot of different things. One of the wildest things I've seen this year was the South Carolina onside against Alabama, where you kick the ball sideways, different rolls. You know, historically, you want to get that high bounce and let your guys run underneath it. It's just according to what he's comfortable with. Prince brings in Christian Garrett in the middle. This is your hands team now. So they're trying to block up front and protect for the guys in behind. You got Jake Bobo, got C.J. Dockery, got Beard back just in case. But when you see Mac Bradley and 55 up there, those guys are trying to attack to let the guys in behind it make the play.
Guest told us this week it's hard to get a good look on special teams during practice. How many times have they worked on this? And do they get the bounce they want, or can Prince secure it? It's going to be a kick. It's going to wobble. It's going to go out of bounds.
Didn't go 10, man.
Did not go 10.
Man. And he was looking for the big hop.
Yeah, that was one of those, because it didn't take the big hop, it almost just moved a little too fast.
Yep.
A little too horizontal and a little too fast. Not quite getting the big hop.
Kick out of bounds, untouched by R. 5 yards added to the end of the.
Still 2 timeouts, though, to stop the clock here.
Yeah, got to think here.
Bobo's still in at quarterback. Ball's going to sit at the 49. Hebron communicates defensively. Looks like man coverage at the receiver spot. Hand off to Beard. Beard hit right away. Second effort got some positive yards out of that. And it's a quick timeout called by Hebron.
Timeouts. Lions.
Hey, don't forget every weekday.
Timeout, Hebron. That's the second one of the half.
From 12 to 1 p.m. on the Peachtree Sports Network. How about great high school football and high school athletics coverage every single day as a part of our Georgia High School Sports Daily from 12 to 1 p.m. each and every day, Monday through Friday on the Peachtree Sports Network.
And we're going to do something really cool next week because of the extended season and 99% of the games are making them below next week. We're going to do a 3-hour bracket show on Peachtree Sports Network. Everything you can watch right here, every way you're watching, we're going to do a 3-hour bracket show. And by the time the end of the brackets are done next week, we're going to have a pretty good idea of where everybody's playing.
Rusty, old school Tim Russert style, is going to get the whiteboard out and just start drawing the brackets right there live on the air.
I've been waiting for this my whole life, man.
Nobody loves breaking down the brackets more than Rusty does. He literally starts it about late August is usually when you first start doing that. About late August, we get your first sort of mock bracket.
You saw my paper pile on my desk right now. It's pretty embarrassing. I've got all kinds of scenarios drawn out.
They gave him 2 on that. Makes it second 8, 94 seconds. Another stem shift by Hebron. Beard dancing in the backfield. They had him back there, and then he
got
jump cut. I mean, he just cut it, got positive yardage.
Both the defenders were like, basically, where did he go?
That was like a magic trick almost by Beard.
Timeout, Hebron. That's
So-
the final timeout of the half.
Hebron cannot stop it anymore.
Been doing this now, Brandon, since 2008. That's one of the best running backs I've seen in high school in Georgia. I mean, at a young age. He's different. He's special. And I'll be honest with you, I knew a lot about him. I didn't know that he had this type of suddenness to him. And as he grows older, that's what you're seeing out of him.
Well, I think it's one of those things when this is my first time doing a Prince game live, so I'm seeing him for the first time here live tonight. You obviously know the reputation, you know the stat line, and yet I would say that visually, as you said, it's an even more impressive package.
Slashing running back, catch a ball out of the backfield. I tell you what I saw on the last drive, twice him blocking. and making big plays, and that's what college scouts are going to love too.
So
Stick
along
your face in there.
Along those lines, then, is this Jake Bobo? We've seen him quarterback keep in like money down situations before.
Here's what. Yes, you might can keep it here. Any type of yardage right here, first down is ball game. Any type here. And you got to account for Bobo in the run game, too. That's what makes this kind of difficult to cover.
88 seconds. Really only one receiver out wide. Prince is going to shift his offense around. Now put a man in motion. Fake jet sweep. Bobo going to keep it. Going to be hit right away. Hebron forces the fourth down. Let's watch the clock. Play clock's going to show 36. Game clock's going to show 1:16 at the same time.
4th and about 7, 4th and 8.
Do you dare run a play here?
I don't. Not in a 3-point game. I run this clock down. Either you take the delay of game here or you punt this thing pretty quickly. They're going to take delay of game probably.
Jake Bobo's last punt was a good one. Now keep in mind this. 2 dangerous return men back for Hebron.
Yep. The last one they dropped, they kicked the knuckleball, remember?
If the look is what it has been throughout the night, it'll be Jarvis Matherin and Devon Caldwell, both as return men.
Yeah, take the delay of game. Now, I'll tell you how explosive Hebron is would worry me in the pass game.
You could also consider, now we're just looking at every possibility, 1 return man and an extra rusher to go for the block, too.
Yep.
But they are going to have both Matherin and Caldwell back there. Both guys have touchdowns today.
If I'm them, I'm rugby style kicking this to the right. If he kicks it out about the 25 or the 20, I'm fine with that.
Matherin wears number 7. He's the left side as Hebron's looking at it. Caldwell is 17 on the right. It is a rugby style kick, and it's going to roll, and that's going to cause time to kick off a little bit. Yeah.
Absolute perfect kick by Jake Bobo.
Well done there.
Great job. No chance to return that line drive.
But it is 33 seconds.
The last defensive series for Prince, I thought they got a little deep. Now you got to play that. Try to keep everything in front. No timeouts. You know they're going to try to work the sidelines at first. Try to move the ball a little bit. You got to tackle the guy in front of you.
C.J. Dockery is going to be a very deep safety here.
Yeah, they're back 20 yards. They're back
Brody
12
Tolbert's
yards.
going to back way off here, too. Content to give them underneath. Obviously, time a major factor.
Going to work the sidelines. Got to tackle them. Don't let them get too much.
Stallworth moved it straight down the field last time. Got time, throwing sideline. It's going to be a pass, and it's caught.
What a catch
there
Holy
by K.J. Thomas.
Smokes, what a catch.
Starting cornerback, Elon Commit, a guy they made a concerted effort to get involved in the offense, and he comes up with a major catch there.
Look at this extension. Great
Unbelievable.
catch. Man.
Got his foot down and inbound.
What a play. Good throw.
That would have even been good in the NFL.
It's Stallworth.
Clock is started again. Stallworth doesn't realize. He doesn't realize they've lost a lot of time here. Now it's 15 seconds after the catch.
They lost 10 seconds.
They did not realize that. Now it's going to be intercepted. Bryce Williamson comes up with it.
A lot of confusion right there about the clock running. The play clock wasn't running. I think he thought it was stopped.
Williamson threw back, I should say Stallworth threw back across the wide side of the field, and Bryce Williamson stepped in front of the pass. And for Prince Avenue, the third forced turnover of the night.
Stallworth takes a shot here. And underneath coverage steps right. Good job just to go down, too. Very smart play. Don't take any chances. Go to the ground, down this thing, and be region champs.
Let me give credit here, too. That was Gaines Scoggins who got the interception.
Man, what a football game.
What
tonight.
a game.
Two great football teams. Say it again before we get off here and go to the coach interview. Either one of these teams, Brandon, can win the state championship.
Both teams showing themselves well. You see Greg Vandergriff, hand in the air, celebrating another region championship for a team that the private school classifications won the last 2 state championships. A lot of handshakes there. Tremendous football game. 2 outstanding teams. And what a conclusion to our regular season here on our drive for the GHSA state title presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. The atmosphere here at Hebron has been amazing. Prince Avenue, a very different looking team than what they've been over the course of the last couple of years, personnel-wise, stat line-wise in some respects, and yet the result is essentially the same. A team that lost 3 times in its pre-region schedule to out-of-state competition, in some cases far larger schools, but red hot after that. Throughout region play and undefeated in this region. They'll walk away the 8-2A champs. And with that, our Ashley Carey is standing by with Greg Vandergriff. Ashley, take it away.
Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe now the series is tied 3-3 with you, Coach Guess.
4-2, actually.
4-2?
But yeah.
Okay, we'll take it. All right, good. Well, anyways, Coach, a fantastic performance tonight by your entire team. How do you assess their performance?
I mean, we battled and, again, persevered to the end and made the plays when we needed to win the game.
A lot of back and forth in the sense of you had it and then it came back and then you ran with it and then you came back. So what do you think is the key momentum, the key stop that really changed the game tonight?
Well, this one at the end. This one at the end won the ball game, so none was bigger than that one.
All right. Now we take a look at the brackets. We take a look at playoffs. So what do you think needs to change heading into the rounds?
We just need to stay healthy and, again, take it 1 week at a time.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Your home for live local high school football is Peachtree Sports Network. Don't miss the action every Friday night, only on PSN. Over the air on 17.2, on cable, and streaming on YouTube TV and Fubo. High school football on PSN is sponsored by McDonald's. Your home for live local high school football is Peachtree Sports Network. Don't miss the action every Friday night, only on PSN. Over the air on 17.2, on cable, and streaming on YouTube TV and Fubo. High school football on PSN is sponsored by Ingalls.
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Washington Media Scholars Foundation, proudly celebrating over 15 years of empowering college students through scholarships, career opportunities, and industry connections. Compete for over $150,000 in scholarships and an all-expense-paid networking trip to Washington, D.C. Connect with top media companies, enhance your media skills, and advance your career. Visit mediascholars.org to learn more.
Here at Hebron High School, Prince Avenue takes away a win on the interception in the late fourth quarter. I'm going to have the MVP in just a second. They just finished up prayer, so I think they're heading over this way right now. But my goodness, what a fantastic game tonight. You couldn't count any minute out of the game. Back and forth all evening long. Let's see if we've got our MVP of the game. It's going to be Andrew Beard. I mean, it's unbelievable that he's only a sophomore. and he had a fantastic performance here tonight. I'm going to tell him this when he gets into the truck with me, but one of the guys in the booth actually asked Rusty, you want to come on with me, Rusty? Yeah, I'm live. Come on. They're coming. But I actually have a question for you, because we're talking about the MVP, Andrew Beard.
Yeah.
Now, I heard you during the broadcast. Running back. And you said he's only a sophomore. Someone asked you and said, where is he going?
Yeah, one of the Hebron fans looked at me at halftime and said, where is this guy going? I said, he's a sophomore. So has 2 more years of that young man. Very, very talented, very impressed with him. And I think it's a good interview, I think, when he gets up here in just a second.
Yeah, I think I actually just saw him. Andrew, yeah, that's great. Thanks, Rusty. Andrew, we'll have you on. Congrats. MVP of the game, sir.
Thank you.
An unbelievable performance by you tonight. I was just talking to Rusty, but someone actually asked him in the stands. He turned around and said, Rusty, where is this kid going to college? And Rusty said, sorry, he's only a sophomore. You're going to see a lot of him. What is it that keeps you so confident on the field at such a young age?
Oh, just my team and my coaches. I know they're behind me on every step. My family, they back me up big time, so that always helps.
You guys have had a lot of big leads this season. This was a very close one, probably the second closest one to the BT loss that you guys had. How do you keep your composure as you guys keep going back and forth throughout the game?
I feel like our first 5 games really helped us. We started 2-3, had a battle back. We won out the region, so, I mean, that helps.
Well, and it's a clean slate now. All that matters is the playoffs. Andrew, I will give you 2 things. First, we have our Kroger game ball, which every MVP has signed so far this season. So I will let you put your signature on that wherever you please. And I'm sure for the next 2 years, we will continue to see your signature on our game ball. I'll take that from you. And then in addition, you are our Robbie Hunter MVP. You get this award presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Congratulations. We are looking forward to watching you play in the postseason and next 2 years here at Prince Avenue.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Congrats, guys. We'll be back with our offense and defensive player of the game right after this.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting 6 figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting GoGCSO.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together, we can make a difference.
Breda's better at keeping termites out.
Besides the fact that we're sending a licensed inspector to your home, we're also using state-of-the-art technology. So we put those 2 things together to give you the best possible termite inspection. Quite simply, Breda is better at keeping termites out. Only Breda protects your home with a complete liquid barrier from Termador. Your rate is locked in for 10 years, so if live termites are ever found, Breda will retreat, all for free.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Deep shot for London, he makes the catch! The shot for Pierce, and who else but Jesse Bates? Moore fires through, touchdown Atlanta. That goes nowhere. Find the pylon for the Atlanta touchdown. He sacked for the end zone. And touchdown Atlanta. What a throw.
Welcome back to the Tailgate Show presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. I was joking that I was out of breath just running from the coaches interview, and then these guys have been running all day. We've got our offense and defensive player of the game presented by Gatorade. Our offensive player of the game is Jake Bobo. Jake, we'll start with you. A fantastic game tonight. How did you keep your composure with such a close game?
I mean, we were in a game just like this earlier on in the year against Westside, so we were kind of used to it. I mean, we practiced it every day, so just normal.
Yeah, absolutely. And Christian Garrett, you're our defensive player of the game. We had Brent Keefe flying in on a helicopter. A lot of buzz around the city. Is it like make you nervous as he's watching you play, or you're just like, this is my time, I got this?
I mean, it doesn't really make me nervous. It makes me play better, honestly, because I know either way I'm going to have to play with him watching me on my butt in a couple months. So it's just really just get me ready for the next level at the end of the day.
Jake, Rusty was joking that you had more rushing yards today than your dad did his entire senior season. Now, what do you think is the key to this year's offense changing it up so much with the run game?
I mean, we got Andrew Beard now. I mean, he's great, great runner. I mean, I can run a little bit.
Clearly you did.
I mean, and our line block's great. So, I mean, it just makes it really easy to be able to run the ball.
Christian, what are you looking forward to in the playoffs?
We're just looking forward to getting back to where we were. I mean, we're a winning team. That's what we're known for. So just really keeping the tradition going.
Absolutely. And Jake, what do you think others should be afraid of as they face off against you guys in the playoffs?
I mean, we're a hard-working team. Every week we're going at it in practice. We're going to give it 100% every play. So,
guys, we look forward to watching you make a deep run into the playoffs. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Great game. We will be back with our scores from around the state of Georgia right after this.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting six figures.
Okay, I have your back, you have my back. We're going to do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Are you interested in becoming a deputy or a jailer? The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office is hiring and looking for individuals passionate about protecting and serving their community. If you are 18 years or older, join our team by visiting GHSA.com for more information. Gwinnett County, together, we can make a difference.
At Breda, we made the decision 20 years ago to invest in infrared cameras. The infrared gives us a unique advantage because we can pinpoint that termite damage. We then use our microwave technology, which allows us to localize our treatment so we can get rid of those termites quicker before that damage becomes extensive. And that saves you a lot of money as a homeowner.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future. Every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome to the Tailgate Show presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. I'm Ashley Carey, joined by Rusty Mansell, and this is why we do what we do. A game like tonight has you on the edge of your seat. An unbelievable performance by both teams. Just when you thought you could count Hebron out, they came right back in.
Your dad said, Rusty, you want to pick that game? Think it'll be a good one? I said, IJ, this is going to be a good one. Two well-coached football teams. I said it a couple times at the end of this tonight. Both of these teams can win the state championship. I know Hebron Christian is a tough loss, so I had to digest that a couple of days, but both of these teams can absolutely win the state championship in this division.
And the beauty of the power rankings is we will be able to see them compete against some fantastic teams
no doubt.
in their region.
I can't wait to see how the bracket plays out for these
Yeah.
two teams and see where they ultimately line up. But you know one thing, for Prince Avenue, the region champs, they're going to get a bye, get a chance to rest a little bit, recoup for this championship run.
That'll be good for them because they started early on the road. Now let's take a look at some scores from around the state of Georgia. Okay, I have to ask you a question. I heard you on the broadcast say that Valdosta Lowndes game that they sold. I thought you accidentally got that wrong. 15,000.
15,000 pre-sold out. Tickets were gone yesterday. So Titletown lives up to it. Huge win for Adam Carter, beating crosstown rival Valdosta 30-20. We'll see how the brackets lay out later on. Carrollton may be the hottest team in the state of Georgia right now. Huge win against a very talented Douglas County team.
And a lot of great games from around the state of Georgia. We'll continue on to see some of the other turnouts, some big blowouts, some close ones. Creekview and Sequoia, a close game.
Yep.
And then you've got Brunswick and South Effingham blowing that out of the water. Brookwood and Norcross.
Yeah, but Brookwood's gotten hot. They played really well. But I want to say this. The battle of defending state champions. Thomas County Central last year state champions. Coffee state champions. And don't look now, but Thomas County Central is getting hot at the right time. Two teams from that region, in my opinion, Lee County and Thomas County Central, are going to be as hard outs. Those teams might wind up playing Milton at some point. This 5A bracket's incredible.
Did you expect that Thomas County Central game to be
No, I did not
Yeah.
for that. No, I did not.
All right, let's take a look at another slate of scores. Milton Roswell was a game that I was keeping my eye on. Kind of got out
Close
of
for a
hand.
while. Yeah. Milton finishes off at the end. Very talented. They're going to be in the 5A bracket. Defending state champs from the old 7A last year. It's going to be a tough out for them. They're going to be region champs.
And then what about Blessed Trinity? We beat both of these teams here tonight.
Yes.
A close game against Cambridge.
Cambridge, listen, bouncing back. Cambridge is going to finish the year 8-2. Very sneaky team in the bracket, but Ed Dudley has Blessed Trinity going. Excited to see where they're going to be in that 4A.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. All right, let's take a look at our next slate of slides. Some great matchups here
Region
tonight.
Championship there, Callaway and Morgan County. That was a team with Corky Kell. Unfortunately, Callaway didn't get to play that night. They were going to play in Rome in the rain-out storm, so we didn't get a chance to put them on TV. And I'm telling you right now, Pete Wiggins and Callaway, huge win, beating Morgan County. They'll be region champs.
Now, what about Brooks County and Irwin County?
Yeah, those are always good football teams. Irwin County, nobody sees them until they get to Mercedes-Benz, and you go like, where are these teams at? But now these teams right here, Irwin County and Brooks County, they don't have to play private schools. At the end of classification, those will be one of those teams that can win their own state championship now.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep going. Let's take a look at these. An overtime game. I love overtime games.
Yes.
It's the end of the season. Oconee County beating Jefferson 32-30.
That's a big one, man, and that's part of the state. Oconee County beating Jefferson. We had that game actually on Peachtree TV a couple years ago when Sammy Brown played against Whit Weeks, who's now dominating the LSU, one of the best players in the SEC.
And I'll tell you what, IJ Najee and Craig all took LaGrange winning that Upson Lee LaGrange game, and they all got it wrong.
Well, that's why I get paid the big bucks.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. I think we have one more slate of slides. Let's take a look. Wow, that Sandy Creek Troop County game, almost, what?
55.
Over 100
That's
points.
Over 100 points. Yeah, I'm trying to do all that. I'm trying to carry the numbers myself. That's a lot of points. I will say this. You look at that Savannah Christian, you look at that Toombs County, that means that Savannah Christian and Prince Avenue are going to be on, whichever one's 1 or 2, they're going to be on opposite sides of the bracket. And I'll tell you this, there's about 3 or 4 teams that can win that private, and Hebron Christian's one of them. But on paper, Savannah Christian and Prince are going to be the 2 favorites.
Yeah, and I'm sure whoever it is happy to be on the other side of that bracket.
Listen, they'll never admit it, but they're both going, okay, we'll play them in Mercedes-Benz.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, speaking of brackets, next week we don't have a football game that we're going to air on Peachtree Sports Network, but we have the first ever football bracket show. You'll see us unravel all of the brackets for all of.
It's like March Madness.
It really is.
We're going
It really is.
to reveal the brackets. 3 hours, man. Excited about it.
It'll be a good night. Next Friday night at 8 p.m. here on the Peachtree Sports Network. You'll get to check out our Score Atlanta studio, which is brand new this season. We've had a fantastic time in that studio.
We're going to have so many new people tune in next week from all across the state. It's going to be like, what is that? It looks like Lux Sports Center. And first time I saw it, so impressive. So I'll be there. Your dad said you can Zoom. I said, I'm not Zooming a bracket show, man. Are you kidding me? With a chart and some markers? I've been waiting my whole life for that. Can't wait next week.
Absolutely. Well, if you can't wait until next week at 8 p.m., you can always check us out Monday through Friday, noon to 1 p.m. right here on the Peachtree Sports Network for our Georgia High School Sports Daily Show. For myself, Rusty Mansell, Roddy White, Brandon Adams, and so many others behind the scenes, we will see you next week at the Score Atlanta studio for the first ever bracket show right here on Peachtree Sports Network.